Wait a minute, hold on. Yes! Hey guys, and welcome to In Play Runs. We are finally live after, let's just say, a few technical difficulties, but we are here. The games are underway, and let's throw you straight in to what is going on. So, let's go. Let's do it in order, shall we? Let's go to Pete, who is watching the Marlins v the Phillies. Pete, it sounds like an eventful game there already. 4-4, I believe now.
Absolute scenes in Philadelphia here, mate. We're only bottom of the second. I won't go into the pre-game stuff related to COVID. When we have a lull, we'll get into that. But 4-4, the Phillies absolutely jumped on Duggar early doors, and then including the Bryce home run. So he's off and running on that front. And then Miguel Rojas tied it up 4-4. So bottom second, where are we? One out. One on second. So
and who is out on second at the moment?
You got Hazley on at second after a double. What was a lofted cover drive.
So Hazley on second. Lots of runs, lots of action at the Phillies v the Marlins game. We have also got the Yankees versus the World Series champions, the Nationals. At the moment, we've got both Jack and Rob. Currently, I believe 1-0 to the Nationals. Jack, how's it going there?
Yeah, it's 1-0 Nationals. Trey Turner has put one over the fence for the Nationals. Currently top 4, and it's safe to say Corbin is throwing what they call a perfecto at the moment. He's had no base runners, retired all, what is this now, 12 batters. So, yeah, not too good for a Yankees point of view.
No, and for you...
I've just jinxed it.
Hang on.
Just jinxed it. There you go.
Back to Marlins Phillies. Pete, what's happening there?
5-4. The scenes continue. Passed ball. See if you can follow this one. Passed ball. Then an error from Cervelli to get him at third. And then he just trots home. So absolute comical baseball. Pass ball leading to an error. Phillies 5-4. Hoskins at the plate.
5-4 with Hoskins at the plate. And he'll be followed by Bryce and then JT. The lineup does not stop, but what an eventful start to that. What inning are we in? We're towards bottom of the third at that one?
Bottom 2, mate.
Bottom 2. 5-4 in the bottom of the second. Back to Rob. Just kind of come back in with you, mate. 1-0 to your boys, the Nationals. After a rocky start and a bit of a scene too on the Thursday night, on opening night, this is much better. A win last night. You're looking good for the series.
Yeah, I'll take this start. The Yankees have got a base runner now. Who's there? Stanton's at bat. They've got a man on first base. So yeah, hopefully Corbin was 2 out in this innings. Hopefully Corbin can see this last man off and we can start again. But yes, they play. I haven't seen either of the games. Far too late for me. But apparently played very well last night. So yeah, hopefully take the series and then can move on to the Blue Jays.
Indeed, yeah. Blue Jays are next, of course, in this shorter season. Just 57 games to go now after this. And every game matters. Every series win matters. And for you, Rob, yeah, take this series win, head into the Blue Jays, who have started pretty hot themselves. And in fact, that will lead us on to what is happening with Steve against the Jays v the Marlins. Steve, what's the score there at the moment?
Yeah, evening, Dave. Good to talk to you. Yeah, we're still at 0-0 in the top of the third at the moment. Yeah, quiet game. Although the Jays have had 5 runners on base already, but just not brought those into score. Thomas Hatch is our starting pitcher. He's making his MLB debut tonight. He's got through the first 2 innings without any score against him. That might be the end of his game tonight. We'll just see how Charlie Montoya plays it. But at the moment, 0-0. And the Rays have currently got a runner on first with 2 out in the top of the third.
And Steve, you've got to be pretty happy so far. 1-1 after 2 games. You beat them 6-4 on a Friday night. Just lost out to them last night. But it's a good start for you guys.
It's a great start. I think most people are anticipating the Jays will probably be just under 500 for the season. It's obviously a very young squad. Some really great, exciting talent coming through, but I think it's probably going to be a big step up for them this season. But yeah, the start the first 2 games they've played really well. A little bit unfortunate yesterday just to lose that game, but certainly in game 1, I was very impressed with them. So I'm excited for the season.
Excellent stuff, and we'll come back to you shortly. Nearly all these games we're covering tonight are 1-1 after the first 2 games in the series. So lots of big games tonight, as you can see on your screen right there. You've got all the games going on in your bottom left-hand side. You can see situations in games. Not much going on. Indians game. In fact, we've got somebody at third base there. Let's go to Progressive Field, where Pete is watching that one. Pete, currently, what's the score and whereabouts are you at?
We've just scored again. It's 4 runs to nothing now. It's been an entertaining start for the Indians. We just saw a Jose Ramirez triple, actually. Blazed a line drive into right field, error in the Kansas outfield, and he scored Cesar Hernandez to make it 3. But that Francisco Lindor's just scored another one. But of course, no matter what happens today, the big story is I'd say pretty emotional return of Cookie Carrasco to the Indians starting rotation for the first time actually since his leukemia diagnosis last year. He did obviously pitch some relief towards the back end of 2019. In fact, I was actually at Progressive Field on the night that he made his first appearance against the Twins, and obviously the result didn't go our way, but the stadium was just on its feet, just giving all their love to Cookie. But today's his first start, and it's so far been a solid one. Kept the Royals bats quiet. So it's going okay.
And for your Indians, one of the hot favourites, of course, for the AL Central.
Are we? That's news to me.
It's based on opinion, isn't it? A lot of people got the Indians, they've got the Twins, they've got the White Sox, of course. 3-2 last night, Royals, and you won the first game 2-0. So I haven't really set the bats alight. No home runs this season so far for the Indians.
No, and there was a review earlier for it was very nearly a home run for the Indians, but on review it was determined to be a foul ball. But that was about as close as we've come. Yeah, I think it harks back to last year. I think there's solid pitching, but the bats have been just quiet at the moment. But as we know with the Indians, they sort of go in streaks, don't they? So
yeah, they sure do.
And it's looking more promising tonight. But again, it was a solid performance yesterday by Mike Clevenger. But again, he was done in extra innings.
Extra innings, of course. You fell victim to the extra innings.
And he was pretty vocal about that earlier on social media as well. So
I was just going to say,
know what it's like.
It's been swings and roundabouts. I know the Mets were pretty unimpressed with the new extra innings, second man on second base starting the game, but it's certainly split the fans so far. Pete, thank you very much. We'll come back to you very shortly. The only game we haven't been to so far is the Orioles versus the Red Sox. This has been an incredible series so far. Orioles taking it last night 7-2. The Red Sox took it 13-2 on Friday night. We've got Molly Wilcox watching this one. Molly, how's this one looking so far? What's the score?
Yeah, it's 2-1 to the Orioles at the moment. We just had a homer just literally as we came live from Vasquez, and we've just headed into the top of the third. So it's all to play for still, and quite exciting.
Yeah, this has been a hell of a series. A lot of runs, and the way it started, by the sounds of it, we're going to get the same again. Orioles are tipped. Well, some are tipping them to score less than 10 wins this season. They got one last night. They're leading now. Are they looking like a team who are set to get bashed everywhere this season?
I mean, they had 4 batters up and then 2 runs. So, I mean, if you're going by that, then I think they're going to win more than 10 games, but we shall see.
Absolutely. Molly, thank you very much. That series is currently tied 1 apiece as well. If you guys are watching on YouTube, get your comments in. I can see you guys commenting in. We are late. Sorry for the delay. Classic technical, first day technical problems. All sorted now. As you can see, so currently 1-0 to the Nationals. Cracking game at Phillies Citizens Bank Park. 5-4 to the Phillies, and on the top of the third there. Blue Jays currently scoreless. Indians are now 4-up against the Royals. Tigers Reds we'll get to in just a second, and it's Orioles 2, Red Sox 1. But let's take our first visit to the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, and Nick is watching that one for us. Nick, what is the current score? Whereabouts are we in this game?
Hi, Dave. We are currently just finished the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 to the Tigers after a great win last night in the ninth. Two-run shot by Jacoby Jones. Nico Goodrum has put one over the fence off Trevor Bauer. Not much else to note. There's been a few base runners here and there, but not much else going on in terms of offense. Spencer Turnbull's actually looking very good for Detroit on the mound. He's coming right at the Cincy hitters, and so far they haven't had an answer to it. There was a bit of news before the game in terms of Cincinnati. You might have seen Mike Moustakas went on the IL, was scratched. Also Nick Senzel. So there's been a couple of their hitters have been pulled early today, and I think we've seen it a bit around the league, haven't we, already? Yeah,
certainly, as Pete was alluding to just earlier on. In fact, the Marlins had to scrap. Pete, come in for this one. So what happened? Marlins has literally 20 minutes before the game had to scratch their original starter Urea and put in Duggar, and they reckon there could be more testing positive at the Marlins as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got word just about 90 minutes before first pitch that Arania was scratched. No reason given at the time, but it turns out following that he's tested positive for COVID. We already had Alfaro go on to the COVID IL. And there's been reports subsequently that Garrett Cooper and Ramirez as well have also tested positive. So not a good situation for the Marlins at all. I guess the guys have all flown up from Atlanta together on the same flight. Alfaro has tested positive, and so we're going to see the ripple effect through a team and what that means. So it's going to be intriguing to see how MLB handles this in the next couple of days and how badly affected the Marlins will be. I don't think it'll be the only team that will be affected by this. So good news is we're deep in the farm, so I'm intrigued to see some of the youngsters, but really, not good. And, I guess that was shown first inning, we're 4-0 down. A tough spot for the guys where you've got people dropping out, an hour and a half before you play.
Yeah. It's a stark reminder on this opening day of the real world as well, isn't it? This is very much a serious case.
Absolutely. So we all knew the dangers of this, and the guys aren't operating in a full bubble, like other sports and whatever. So it's very tough.
Pete, I'm just going to cut you in there because we've got action at the Yankees Nationals game. I can see another run scored, but to who, Rob?
It's the Nationals. Yes, get in. So Castro hit a line drive, got to second base. Then Howie Kendrick hit one back and getting getting Castro to third. And then that is who's just driven him home. Oh, it's Eric Thames. Eric Thames has driven him home.
Ex-Brewers, Eric Thames, of course.
Lovely.
So the Nats, the world champions, are rolling. Only one out at the bottom of the fourth there as well, with Thames now on first base. Jack.
Sorry to interrupt, Dave. We've also had a run in from the Orioles. Santander got walked to first and then managed to score on somebody else's bat out to centre field.
So that's 3-1 to the Orioles?
Yep.
Wow. Good the Orioles.
And they've got a runner on second. So
and how many out?
None out. Top of the third.
Ooh, could you believe it? What a shock and what a start to the season that would be, with the Orioles potentially taking the series at Fenway Park as well. That would send ripples throughout baseball as well. Thank you, Molly, for that. Comments, Lucy Chapman says, Red Sox up your game. Omar says Red Sox pitching is sad smiley face. Omar, Red Sox decider. A lot of disgruntled Red Sox fans by the look of it. Wow, Jed Oliver says Turnbull is dominating. Marcus Cleaver, nice one. Thanks, Blue Jays fans UK. This is a great initiative. It is. We're here eventually. Sadly, not on Facebook as we planned, but we are. Next time we'll do simulcast. But teething problems. But we're here now. So we've got base runners quite a few places. Orioles sort of mound second, and what he was saying. Pete, I think a Marlin has just got onto base there as well.
Yeah, that's right. Aguilar's just he's already hit a home run. He's now taken a walk. So it was a 4-pitch walk. Velasquez being careful. 2 outs. Brian Anderson, who's been drilled already by Velasquez, And there's a bit of bad blood there, actually. Velasquez ended Anderson's season last year, breaking his hand. So he's already pinged Anderson again today. So interesting to see how this one plays out. 2-1, 2-2 now. So, yep, 2 outs, 1 on first.
So we'll watch out for that one. Plenty of drama at Citizens Bank Park. Of course, it's a big series already. Like I was saying, there's 57 games to go after this one. And every series win matters. Every team needs to stay above 500. Get above 500, you should be in the postseason this season. So every game matters. And as you can tell there, the blood is already boiling between the Marlins and Phillies players because it's such a big series, as are a lot of them today. A lot of them are tied at 1-1. A lot of them need these series wins to kick their seasons and go above 500. Yankees, Nats back there. Did the Nationals manage to convert that man in first base? Jack?
No. Oh, bloody hell. No, they didn't. They ran into a double play, so that got the Yankees out of a little bit of trouble. Still early days. It is only going into the top of the fifth, and it is only 2-0. So with the Yankee bats and the home run threat that they pose, it's they're still well in this game. It is.
But Jack, with the Yankee bats, you say that, but only Stanton's got going so far this year. Are you slightly concerned so far at the Yankees? Slightly cold bats at the moment?
Not really. The thing is with the Yankee bats, they go through very high sort of hot and cold runs in throughout the season. So not too worried as of yet. You got Stanton's gone 2 home runs in 2 games, so you're not worried about him. Sanchez is a little bit worrying. Voit maybe a little bit worrying, but no, they'll come good. I'm still sort of positive on that front.
Like you said, still very early days. Let's take our first trip to the Astros versus Seattle. Astros are one of the few teams that have so far still 100%. Hello, George. How are we, mate? And what is happening in these stages of this Mariners-Astros game?
Well, it was a solid start from Zach Greinke, but unfortunately, there's just been a shot off the wall, which has scored, I think it was Lewis, who had just got onto first. So it's now 1-0 Mariners, it was Kyle Seager who got that shot off that double off the centre field wall. Yeah, very early days. We're only a few pitches into this game, but early setback for the Astros.
This is not uncommon from the Mariners, is it, in this series so far? They've taken lead a couple of times and they've started well in both games so far and haven't managed to hold on. So, like I said, not too worried so far?
No, I wouldn't say so far. I mean, like I said, in game one, they had the lead up until I think it was the 4th or the 5th inning, and then we managed to take over sort of in the latter stage of that game. So, yeah, it's just about making sure we don't give them too much of a head start and see if we can get into the game. Obviously, we've got that incredible offense that we've got. So once we have a look at how they do the first time through the lineup, then we have a better judge of how it's going. But yeah, Mariners with the lead early in this one.
And like you said, Lewis getting over the plate. Lewis has been fantastic for the Mariners so far. Two home runs for the Mariners and 2 RBIs, and Seager as well, and up to his 2nd RBI of the season. The Mariners have started well. Royals, Indians. Pete, looks like a few base runners here as well.
Yeah. That's the end of the 3rd, actually. So we stranded a couple there. Good timing. Yeah, we had Framil Reyes got on and Domingo Santana. But it's interesting, actually. Francisco Lindor got on base and made a bit of a sort of a howler with the base running. And Twitter's gone mad about it.
As they
there's
do.
Not a lot of love out there for Lindor at the moment, I don't think. I think, read into that what you will, but I think he's been held to a high standard because of the situation with the contracts. And any little mistake that he makes now, it's really interesting to watch how he gets slaughtered for it. So,
well, yeah.
But yeah, it's still 4-0 here.
4-0 for the Indians, who look in fairly good control at the moment. Let's take another trip back to the Great American Ballpark. And Nick, watching the Tigers-Cincinnati game. Tigers 1-0. This could be another huge shock. Tigers possibly taking an opening series win against the Reds, who are tipped by many to win that NL Central. Nick, how are we looking so far?
I have not much more to report on since you last came to me. Both good pitching battle here. I think Trevor Bauer, apart from that one mistake to Goodrum, has looked really good out there, and Turnbull's got really good stuff. I think I was really interested to see Miguel Cabrera today. Obviously, he's not the player he once was, but I know he's chasing quite a few records. He had a 2-run shot last night in the 7th, which was the 478th home run of his big league career,
Yeah.
which I believe broke a tie with Adrian Beltre for 30th in history. He's also climbing up the RBI list, 25th. So I think it's good to see the Tigers competitive and potentially winning a series here, but also I think for them, watching Cabrera and his individual records this season is going to be quite big for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go quickly back to Houston because, would you believe it, it's Astros 0, Mariners 2.
Yeah, White with a solid RBI double all the way down the third base line, scoring Seager from second. It is 0-2 as it stands here, and Greinke in a little bit of trouble in the first. Although having said that, I think he's... Oh, hold on. Where's that one going? Play at the wall, which Springer makes, and yeah, that is going to be the inning. But yeah, so finally Greinke out of the first, but as you said, it is 2-0 Mariners.
We had a comment from, where's it gone? Marcus Cleaver said, what was the trash can bang in the background of the Astros reporter's audio?
When the Mariners were hitting, not sure that quite makes that much sense. But hey.
No. When you were reporting last time, we could hear some trash can bang in the background.
Yeah, I'm saying the Mariners are hitting, so not going to fall for that one,
He's
mate.
not biting, Marcus.
Not biting.
Let's go to the White Sox for the first time and say hello to Nathan, who's watching that one. Nathan, how are you, mate? And how are the red-hot White Sox looking at the moment?
Hello, Dave. I'm not too bad, thank you. It's starting a bit of a pitcher's game. Lopez is starting for the White Sox today. 2 outs already for him. We had a Josh Donaldson out overturned. Originally, he was called safe on first base after Tim Anderson fumbled. And Nelson Cruz is just hit. And is he going to score? No. Nelson Cruz double there off Lopez, and that brings men on to second and third in this game.
So it looks like Twins could be getting on the board early doors here then.
Yeah, it could be an early 2-0, 3-0 start for the Twins if they can get anything from this next. They were just looking at it just to see if it went out for a foul, but they've kept it. But yeah, it could start early for the Twins here. Last couple of games have been slugfests. We've had 28 runs in the last 2 games. So
I was just going to say,
and everything.
10-5 to the Twins on Friday, opening night. 10-3 to yourselves last night. You're top of the home run charts with the White Sox with 6 home runs. Garcia's got a couple of them. So this one could be another slugfest by the sounds of it.
Yeah, it could well be. Oh, yeah, it could well be. I can see a few runs here tonight. I can't see anyone slowing down. The Twins, well, notorious for their offense, and the White Sox, we've brought in a few batters this year, so hopefully there should be a few runs tonight, and we'll have a lot to report for you.
Lovely. Let's hope so, Nathan. We'll come back to Nathan shortly. So back to the home screen, as you can see, not many base runners anyway at the moment. As you said, we'll maybe going back to Nathan very shortly because the Twins do have men at second and third, and also the Royals Indian. Is that the Royals getting a man on base there? Let's go straight back to
Yes. Yeah, unfortunately so. Yeah. It was one of those that sort of he didn't hit it cleanly, sort of dropped into left field, just over the head of a left fielder, and then off the wall. So yeah, one of them.
One of those ones. So it's Carrasco, as you said, in pitching now. The Royals have got a very young team there, very young, a lot of pace in that team as well, and it could be quite an exciting team. From what you've seen of the series so far, Pete, have the Royals looked like they've got nothing to lose and playing with no fear?
I think that's going to be the case for every team in the Central, to be honest, because I know you said we were the red hot favourites earlier. I think that the Royals, the Indians, and the Twins have all got equal claim to the league title. So yeah, it's been a really interesting series so far. I mean, like you say, not a lot of runs scored. Pitching's dominated. Yeah, we'll see.
Right, yeah, we will see. Yeah, as I said, the Central, both AL and NL are set to be incredibly close and possibly anybody's. Quickly back to the Twins v White Sox. Has Lopez got out of his jam, or is 2 outs, men on third and second for the Twins? How's Lopez looking?
Well, he's 3 balls here. It could now go to bases loaded. He's about to pitch here. Let's see what happens.
So it's Lopez.
Let's hope.
It's Rosario on the plate at the moment for the Twins.
And that's ball 4.
Oh, it's bases loaded. Bases loaded. This is our first grand slam.
we don't want that to
Don't
happen.
forget, Nathan, I want full passion if it is.
There will be, don't worry
Nathan,
about
of course,
that.
a White Sox fan. In the comments, we've got Richard Hansen says he likes what he's seen from Verdugo. Scroll down. Mark Lewis, talk to Chris. It will finish even if all. Oh yeah, Chris Adams saying was a season chance of the season not being finished, or I think the season will get finished. We've discussed it a few times. I think whatever happens, they're going to look at finishing this season. I could just see Houston have got a man on base as well, being walked already. We'll go to that shortly, but bases loaded.
Can I just jump in, Dave? Can I just say that
Yes.
the Royals have got run back? Salvador Perez singled and Mondesi scored.
So there we go. The Royals are off and running tonight. What inning are we there in, Pete?
We are top of the fourth.
Top of the fourth, 1-4 to the Indians as we go back to Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Bases loaded for the Twins. What's the current count at the moment?
It's still a 0-0 count. We've just had a Mount visit. So Lopez looks like he's had a talking to, but he feels confident. I'm hoping. Going for his first pitch here. Hope. Or ball one.
Oh, no. Is it his command? What's the main problems with him at the moment? It looks like command issues.
It's his first start this year. I think. Yeah, he's just not feeling it so far. He's just a bit of rust, but hopefully, a couple of pitches by the second, he'll be back into full swing, throwing a few strikes. Oh no! Oh no! Oh.
Is that a grand? Come on! Is that a grand slam?
No, it was. Was it a grand slam?
It is a grand slam.
Yeah, it is a grand.
It is a grand slam.
No, grand slam for the Twins.
It's Cave.
4-0.
Cave with the grand slam. There you go. The first one of the night. I don't think the first one of the season. Don't hold me on that one. But there we go. Did you hear the pain? The pain in Nathan's voice as the Twins go 4-0 up, and Lopez could not get out the jam with 2 outs, and that is a hell of a start for the Twins, and that will raise eyebrows at the Indians game there, Pete.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like we need a sound effect for this for Grand Slams, Dave.
Mate, with all the technical issues we've had tonight, that baby steps, mate, baby steps. But Jake Cave has got a grand slam. Great start for the Twins. And of course, the Indians winning 4-1 as well. The Twins and Indians are off and running. Pete, we had a frantic start at Citizens Bank Park with the Phillies Marlins game. 5-4, absolute electric start. Has it calmed down a bit now? How are we looking?
Yeah, calmed a little. You've got Irvin in for Vlad.
Swerving Irvin.
Oh, Isan Diaz with a hit. So single for Isan Diaz. That's 2 hits for Isan Diaz today. Struck out pretty much every at bat the other day, but yeah, it's calmed down a little bit. Doug has settled in. First couple of strikeouts for him in the last inning. We're top of the fourth now, 1 out, 1 on. But Irvin's in, so Velasquez is done after 3. He was a bit erratic, to be fair. So yeah, the Marlins 5-4. 5-4 to the Phillies, but they're rolling here. 1 out. Let's see who's coming out to bat. I can't even remember who's next up. Oh, of course, it's the hottest man in MLB, Miggy Rowe. Let's see what goes here.
Miggy Rowe, of course, with a 3-run home run earlier on in the day for the Marlins to get him, at the time, tied at 4-4 until the Phillies took the lead again. So the Phillies hitting a little bit of trouble. 1 out there and another ball for Irvin. So we'll keep an eye on that one. That's getting interesting. What about the reigning champions, the Nationals versus the Yankees? Rob, what is happening here at the moment? A little bit quiet here now.
Over into the top of the 6th. Yankees are due up. Ottavino's come in to pitch for the Yankees. He had a bit of a shocker there, to be honest, but he got out of a jam. Michael A. Taylor grounded into a double play. Yeah, really unlucky in that, to be honest. We should have kept him pitching, and would have been all right. But as things are, yeah, we'll move on. 2-0, we'll take that as we are.
And we've got a couple more games that have just started, so we'll make our first visit to Busch Stadium for the Pirates versus the Cardinals.
Oh, the Marlins!
Hold on a second before we go there. I don't like the sound of this.
Miggy Rowe with a double, Isan Diaz all the way round. It's 5-5. 5-5. 1 out, top of the 4th.
5-5 Marlins versus Phillies in an incredible start in that game there. To the Pirates and the Cardinals. The Cardinals are taking a 2-0 lead in that series. Watching us for it is Leon.
Ooh.
Leon, how are you?
Evening, Dave. Very good, thank you. How are you?
Sorry, Leon. We'll cut to you again shortly with another run at the Astros versus the Mariners. What's happened, George? George?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alex Bregman with what would have been a double. It ended up as an RBI. Well, he was out trying to turn it into a triple. But yeah, Altuve scored from first. It's 1-2 now. Back in the game.
So yet again, like we've been saying, the Astros are literally replying instantly to any Seattle offense. Right, Leon, this time we'll try and get you in. How are you, mate? And what's happening at the Cards-Pirates game?
Very good, thanks, Dave. It's been a fairly quiet start here, top of the second. The Pirates led off with Adam Frazier getting on first base, but then Molina picked him up at first. Fantastic throw behind the runner. And then the Cards have gone down in order. So it's 0-0 at the moment. I say top of the second inning. Colin Moran on at bat for the Pirates.
Excellent stuff.
Oh, 6-5.
Oh, no, I don't like the sound of this at all.
Holy moly.
To the Phillies Marlins, and it sounds like the Marlins, have they turned it around?
Oh, they've turned it around. There's Magniera Sierra has ground one over second base, and Miggy Rose got in. So 6-5. Looks like Sierra's been tagged though at second base. He tried to turn into a double. Think he's been tagged. So not sure if there's someone on second still. We'll wait to see. But anyway, 6-5 Marlins. Absolute scenes here.
And it's only the top of the fourth. Oh boy, it's going to be one of those games. That's a big one for the Phillies.
It's Rob from the Nationals. Can someone help me out with this golden slugger? I'm having a nightmare trying to pour this.
Right. Someone can help you off air. But all I'm going to say is twist the top and then twist the bottom.
Twist and pull.
Classic Rob.
Mark Griffin says, let's go Phillies. It sounds like, yet again, Philly bullpen problems are striking as it did in game one.
Dave, I've got
Molly,
two Orioles in scoring positions here at the top of the fourth.
Wow, what a start for the Orioles. 3-1 up against the Red Sox. They could take this series, and what a shock it would be too. Where are we, Molly? How many outs?
1 out. Stewart just gave a sacrifice bunt to get players on second and third, and it's looking like could be 4-1 before we know it. Pitching's not that great from Red Sox at the moment. Weber's on just over 50 pitches, and he's not looking that great, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Weber, and this was Red Sox's little bit of a question mark going into this season, was that rotation. 3-1 down, and Royals have runners on third and second, 1 out, and the count is currently 1-1. So, Molly, we'll keep you on standby and see if anything happens there. It's, well, back to White Sox. Nathan, what is going on? Lopez is still not out the game. They're still not out the inning.
No, still in the top of the first. Got another man on base here. A 2-2 count, 2 outs. Hopefully, he can finish it off here. Nope, it's still going on. At this rate, it could be 6-0 Twins before this inning's over.
And that would be an uphill task already. Of course, we've seen plenty of runs in this series from both teams in different nights, and now the Sox are heading trouble. We'll put a bookmark on that quickly and go for the first time to the Brewers versus the Cubs with Mike Ivory watching that one first. Mike, good evening, mate. How are you? And how are we looking in this one?
How's it going, Dave? You okay?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good.
Yeah, just started in the bottom of the first. So Chatwood walked someone in the first inning for the Brewers, but struck out 2 to retire at the side. Currently, Bryant just flew out to centre field. Currently got Rizzo at 1 and 2. But yeah, as we're currently speaking, it's bottom of the first and still 0-0.
Still 0-0, and I can see some action at the Cleveland game as well. Pete, looks like the Indians have got some men on base again.
Yeah, we're in a bit of a break now because the Royals are actually playing a bullpen game today. So obviously that involves a lot of chopping, changing as you expect. But yeah, we got 2 men on base. Yu Chang singled. The shortstop for the Royals, Mondesi, I believe, fumbled it, couldn't quite get him out, and then we had Cesar Hernandez singled. So yeah, we've got men on first and second.
And so the Indians are poised to strike again. We haven't heard too much from that Tigers-Reds game that Nick's watching at the moment. So let's go to Nick. 1-0 to the Tigers still. How are we looking now? We're the top of the fifth there now?
Yeah, still 1-0 to the Tigers. Still not much going on. It's very much a pitching battle here. As I said earlier, Spencer Turnbull's carried on his form from pre-season, from spring training. He looks fantastic out there. Detroit do have a runner on base. Victor Reyes is on at the moment, 1 out. So let's just see how that goes. Grayson Greene, the catcher for the Tigers, is 2-2 at the moment. Just to go back to a point you made earlier, though, Dave, it wasn't the first Grand Slam of the season. Unfortunately, the A's walked off against the Angels on opening day with a Matt Olson Grand Slam. Ooh, stolen base to Victor Reyes, and then the ball gets away, and he's now on third base. So we do have a bit of action going on here. Count 3-2, and they got a man on third. Do you want to come back to me, Dave? I'll let you know if something happens.
Yeah, interesting. Detroit looking like they could be extending the lead, and that would be another shock to start the season with. Richard,
The Orioles have just put run 4 in, Dave.
Wow.
The sacrifice fly out to centre field, I think it was. Tripped over the over home plate as he was going to first, though. So, yeah, sacrifice.
Unbelievable. Orioles 4, the Red Sox 1, and that, for many, including myself, would be a huge shock. Orioles set to take the series at Fenway Park, and I can see a lot of unhappy Red Sox fans in the chat. Richard Hampson says, losing Erod to the virus after Sale going down with Tommy John was a disaster. Lucy Chapman is not happy either. Yeah, my words. Do we have someone covering
Lucy, who's also blown up my Twitter, by the way?
Yeah, Lucy's commenting on this as well. Not too happy either. Chris J. Finney says, do we have someone covering the Rocks and Rangers game? Yes, we will. When that starts. So yeah, wow, what scenes in Boston. I'll tell you what, they're pretty quite glad there is no crowd there, because they would be getting on their back at the moment. So we've got still 2-1 for the Indians on base. The White Sox, in fact, no, that's the Twins still with a man on base as well. Reds have got a man on third. I think it's a pitching change there, though. Or we're still going. Nick, are we still going? What's happened there?
Detroit man on third. Yeah, we're still going. There's 2 outs. Jones, hero from last night, he's up. So I'll let you know how it goes.
And by the way, the Orioles are not done. They've got a man on third, and I think, what is it, Molly? 2 outs there at that one?
Yeah, we are 2 out, and he just hit the catcher on his swing, on his bat, on that last. Oh no, it wasn't his swing. It was the ball. Sorry, and then he got him on the way back round.
Oh, double
so
whammy.
The catcher's just taking a little bit of a beating.
Double whammy. Wow, it doesn't get any worse for the Red Sox, does it?
No.
Wow,
no. It looks like they're going to bullpen as well, so it looks like they might be up for a pitching change relatively soon.
So plenty of bullpen games going on at the moment then, as it usually is the case on the third games of the series. Let's go to Yankees-Nats. Rob, 2-0 to the Nationals. We are, bottom of the 6th now, and the Nationals at bat, I think. Yes, so 2-0.
Yeah, so Turner's up. It's 2-2, 2 strikes, 2 balls, no outs. We'll see how it goes. Ottavino doesn't really look like he's got his eye in tonight, like I said the previous inning. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes.
And Jack, for you, is pitching a little bit in that rotation a little bit of a worry at the moment?
We've obviously got Cole at the top of the order, but yesterday we had Paxton basically just wasn't there at all. We've got Tanaka's he's still recovering from being hit in the head. We've got Monty hopefully starting against the Phillies. So, the pitching's a bit of a question. But we can't touch Corbin in this game. Perhaps can't get near him.
Who was that then? Who was
Jose Ramirez.
And the Indians.
3-run home run. What were you saying about home runs, Dave?
Well, finally, first home run of the season for the Indians, and they have broke out against the Royals. So what is that? 7-1 now to the Indians.
Oh, that's 7-1. That was an absolute smash.
And who was the home run one there?
Jose Ramirez.
There you go. First one of the season for the Indians, and they are off and running. And my word, they are taking it to the Royals after the Royals won last night, and they are set to surely, even at this stage, go 2-1 and above 500 on the season. Right, so with that there, what about the White Sox staying in the AL Central? The White Sox currently 4-0 down to the Twins. Is it still 4-0, Nathan?
Yeah, it's.
And the Orioles have got a home
Hold that one.
Sorry, I
Hold
didn't
that
mean to
one.
interrupt
Wow,
you.
you come in because what has happened at Fenway
Orioles
Park?
just got a home run. Somebody was on third. Cisco was on third, so he's gone in as well. It is now 6-1 to the Orioles.
6-1 Orioles. Yeah,
Wow.
that is. You're not hearing things. It is 6-1 to the Orioles. That is quite simply unbelievable. What a start! And the Orioles have got the Marlins next. I'll tell you what, that could be a hell of a series. Wow, 6-1 Orioles. Let's stay in the AL. Let's go to the Rays versus the Jays. Steve, is it still 0-0?
Dave, yeah, it's a tight game here. Yeah, we're 0-0. We had a couple of pitching changes for both teams. We've had a few runners on base, but nobody can get that elusive hit to bring them home. So yeah, really tight game. It's actually quite an exciting game when we've got a tough pitching duel going on. But yeah, a little bit cat and mouse at the moment.
And of course, with the Orioles about to take a win against the Red Sox, as a Jays fan, mate, this opens it up a bit, doesn't it? Especially if you can get something tonight.
Yeah, it certainly does. I mean, I think every team obviously has a chance through this season of nicking some unexpected wins. But I think obviously even in a 60-game season, you wouldn't expect the Orioles to be doing this every night. So even if they're doing well tonight, hopefully they'll fade away as time goes on.
Yeah, wow, what an incredible night so far. The Tigers are winning again. The Orioles are winning again. Let's check in with the final game to start tonight that we'll be covering, and that is the Rockies versus the Rangers in Texas with Tracy Wilkes. Tracy, how are you and how are we looking so far?
I'm good, thank you. The Rangers are sporting a funky baby blue number this evening, and got Corey Kluber pitching, coming back from an injury-shortened season. And yeah, looking quite good so far.
And it's 1-1 in this series after a couple of tight games actually between these two. Are you expecting much tonight? What can we expect from these two?
I'll be honest, I'll say I don't know, because this is my first time watching the Rangers for some time, same with the Rockies. But yeah, it should be an interesting one.
It was 1-0 to the Rangers on Friday night, the opening night, 3-2 to the Rockies. Neither side, Tracy, have hit a home run yet. So I hope that changes for you tonight, because otherwise that could be a long night for you there.
I'll be on home run watch, don't you worry.
The highest, the man who is leading home runs in all of baseball, yes, I know it's only 2 games, but he's on plate at the moment in the Phillies-Marlins game, Phil Goslin. We've got a man on first as well. How's it looking there, Pete? Oh, Pete's not there.
No, I'm here.
He's here.
I'm here. 2 outs, 1 on first base. Pitching change here. So Duggar, he struggled through the first, but clawed it back. But we've then got Tarpley on now. Bruce was walked. And Hazley's on 2 for 2 for the day. So 1-0 at the moment. Still 6-5 Marlins though. So it's a real lively one, this one.
This was the first game to get going, and we're in the bottom of the 4th, and we like you said, we've got Jay Bruce on first. There's 2 outs, and Adam Hazley, who is, like you said, 2 for 2 on the season, currently at the plate. So we'll keep an eye on that one. The Nationals, I believe. We've got base runners there. What's happening there, Rob? Oh, I'm too quick from now. Jack, are you there?
Yes, sorry. Mate, yes. The Nats have a runner on second with 1 out. Trey Turner on the base path, so that could be fun for Nashville fans anyway.
And Rob, this is a great time because Chad Green, I believe, is now pitching for the Yankees. So, wow, Rob, this is a dream start for the champions, who many were saying will be likely to miss the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, I thought we'd 50-50 to be honest with us at the start. But yeah, we started really, really well. They look really positive. They look like they've still got the desire to win. To be honest, they look like good team spirit. Just looking at from the highlights from last night, yeah, they look like they really, really want to win. And there was one just now, Trey Turner, just a hopper down to the shortstop, and they beat it out. And sometimes you see those things, and sometimes it doesn't go your way. But yeah, they look like they're really up for it.
Looking good. Nationals will be taking a big series win there. Seeing the comments, so let's go back to the home screens. We've got a little bit of a lull as we wait.
We had a pitching change in Boston. If you wanted to know that, Colton Brewer is now out for the Red Sox. Weber's gone in after about 65 pitches, I think it was.
And I think that'll be a relief to most Red Sox fans as we're broken back in the Nationals game. 6-1 Orioles. Top of the fourth, though. Still a long way to go. Let's see who's in the comments. We've got Raise Up from Cats. Cats, I don't know. Richard Hampson says, I've got some cider in the fridge. I'll chuck you one. Oh, nice little chats going on in the comments there. Finn Taylor says, Raise Up. Rays fans are in town. TW Girl says, let's go Marlins. We've got Luce Chapman says, Red Sox opening game was fun. What happened? Yeah. Lots going on. A lot of, still disgruntled Red Sox fans, probably more in disbelief than anything else. They could be taking a serious defeat to the Orioles, but a long way to go.
Dave, we've got a score.
Funny you say that.
We got a score at the Jays Rays game. Yeah, Toronto are up and running. Grajcik put it into centre field. There was a bit of a mixing field up on the Rays part, but it brings in the first run for the Blue Jays. So we're up in flight.
And this would be another bit of a shock. I know it's early days, but the Jays could take this series against the Rays. The Rays as well, favourites of many to challenge for the postseason, certainly. And the Orioles up against the Red Sox. The Jays seem to be playing with little to no fear and seems to be a fun team. They've come out the gates, haven't they?
Sure, the big difference with them this season so far is the small ball. So historically, particularly if you think back a couple of seasons to 2015, 2016, it was really a team of big home run hitters. And we're getting a lot of our runs now from small ball. Little dinks out into the area in the middle of the ballpark. And we're getting runs in. So excited. We just got a second run in now. So we're now 2-0 up in the top of the sixth with nobody out yet.
Dave, it's not a run here in Cincinnati, but it's a fantastic defensive play from Detroit center fielder Jacoby Jones, robbing runs there for the Reds. He's going back, ball coming over his shoulder, he clatters into the wall but hangs on. I recommend looking at this later tonight. What a catch, but it's still 1-0 Detroit.
Still 1-0 to Detroit. I heard Molly coming in there as well just a minute ago. What's happening there, Molly?
It was just a runner putting himself on, Iglesias put himself on first, but they are 2 out in the top of the fourth. However, it does look like Ruiz is about to get possibly walked. They're on 3 balls, no strikes.
Wow,
So.
and the Orioles are piling it on the Red Sox. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Bit of action at the Cardinals game as well. I can just see we've got a couple of men on base, but for who, Leon?
Got 2 base runners on for the Cardinals, but Molina has just ground into a double play. So that's put Paul DeYoung over on third. Pitcher for the Pirates, Mitch Keller was struggling a bit with his command, so he'd walked the first 2. But I say Molina's then ground into a double play for 2 outs. Dexter Fowler up at the plate now.
So we've got
with DeYoung on third.
So the Cardinals with man on third could get a breakthrough there in a tie game with the Pirates. They're currently 2-0 up in that series. And also as well, Mike Ivory, I can see some action at the Cubs. Brewers, we've got a man on second. Who for?
Yeah, it was Carl Schwarber, Dave. Peralta pitched ball and he just kind of held in the zone. And Schwarber leant into it, probably about 3 or 4 foot away from actually from cleaning into the stands. It bounced off the wall for a double. Contreras has just struck out, so we 1 out. But Carl Schwarber's currently at second.
So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on the Cardinals. I can see Seattle have also got a man on base as well. So have the Orioles. The Jays are still rolling with no outs. And at the Reds, we've got a man on third and first. Are we about to get a little score there, Nick?
It's potential. You've got Joey Votto up at the moment. He's hit one deep, always going into the gap. They're all converging. No, it's down. And that is the run for the Reds. Just one run in. Men now at first and third. So we have got a run. It's a 1-1 ball game here, Dave.
So the Reds have tied it up. Was that Joey Votto again, did you say?
Yeah, it was indeed. Of course, the man they wanted up in this situation. And he comes through a little bloop really into right field. But they all count.
And Joey Votto's had a lovely start to the season. 2 home runs so far. And another RBI to make it 3 RBIs for this season. Votto is off and running for the Reds. And that is a good reply for them. 1-1 against the Tigers. It's been a pretty low-scoring, 7-1 to Cincinnati in the first game, 6-4 Detroit in the second game. So actually, it's been quite a good series so far.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously haven't caught too much of it to date, but it looks like it. I mean, I did actually manage to catch last night's game, and I watched the ninth and saw Jacoby Jones hit that 2-run shot and close it out. So this is good stuff from Detroit, although it looks like the Cincy bats are finally starting to come alive again today. Turnbull may be getting a bit tired. He's up to 80 pitches, bottom of the fifth here, so could be a bit of that. And now they've got Eugenio Suarez up, another one of the 2 former Tigers in this lineup with Castellanos to come. Let's see. They've still got a man on third, Dave, so we will see what happens.
Run Chicago.
Go down to the Chicago versus the Brewers. Mike, what's happened down there, buddy?
So it's 1-0 Cubs. A pitch got away from Nevaez from Peralta, which allowed Schwarber to steal third. Jason Haywood came up and actually ground out into a play, but the fielder couldn't get it into the catcher in time. So, yeah, we're currently 1-0 Cubs.
And, of course, this is quite a big series as well because the Brewers and the Cubs both have every chance of making the playoffs. There's a bit of niggle between these two teams as well. Series tied at 1-1. For what you've seen so far this year, for this year, the first 2 games and this one so far, what have you made of both teams?
It's going to be good. It's going to be a competitive league, certainly between us, the Reds and the Cards. Sorry, Pirates fans. But I think it's going to be a 4-team league. Herner's just come in, who's our second baseman, and just cranked one down the line for a double. So we've actually got someone on second base now with 2 out. So potentially we could take a bit of a further lead in this inning. But yeah, I think it's going to be a close division. 4 good teams, I'm going to be honest. So yeah, every game counts.
Yeah, and poor old Peralta needs to get out that jam. We haven't been to the White Sox Twins in a while since the Grand Salami earlier on. Let's go to Nathan. How's it going? Still 4-0?
Still 4-0. The White Sox inning was short and sweet, a 1-2-3. And now we're in the top of the second now. We've got the Twins up. They've got a man on base yet again. No surprise there. But Gio Gonzalez is out for his first start finally for the White Sox in many, many years. Been traded everywhere from us. And first pitch was a strike for him. Ended the Twins' first innings. And first pitch in the second innings, he hit someone.
So a man on first with no outs, and the Twins could be laying more pain on the White Sox there. And of course, with the Indians thrashing the Royals as well, the Twins and Indians would take an early lead in the AL Central. Mariners, let's go to Seattle versus Astros. George, is it still 2-1 to Seattle?
Still 2-1 to the Mariners. Greinke's just walked, I think, who was that? Was that Seager? Yeah, it was Seager. And the Mariners do have men on first and second with 2 outs. A little bit of a tight strike zone from this umpire tonight, but it's the same for both sides. And just seeing if Greinke can get his way out of this jam he's in at the moment. Right,
so Mariners now in position to possibly get some more runs. Let's go back to the Tropicana, to Rays and Jays, where the Rays... In fact, it's the Jays that have got 2 on base, Steve.
Yeah, Jays have got 2 on base. So we got Danny Jansen, who got a single into right field, and then Brandon Jury came in behind him, also got a single into slightly deeper right field. So we got now Anthony Alford, who has just
home run here.
Sorry, Steve.
That's right.
I think we've had no. Marlins are at bat. I don't like the sound of this. Pete.
Brian Anderson going Oppo with the Boppo. Holy moly, 9-5.
Oh, my word. 9-5 to the Marlins, and the Phillies have got it all to do. Yet again, it could be faltering to their bogey team, and it could be the Marlins who take the series and they go above 500. And they've got the Orioles next. Who would have thought that the Marlins v the Orioles in the second series would both be going to that game looking like both going above 500? However, well, how far into that game are we, Pete? We can't be too far.
Top of the fifth. Top of the fifth. So Irvin was chased out, and then Reggie McClain comes in, first pitch, destroyed by Brian Anderson. Absolutely destroyed, opposite field. So, yeah, Marlins on top. No outs, top of the fifth.
We've got 2 bases loaded. Let's first go to the Reds versus the Tigers. Nick, bases loaded and 2 outs.
Not anymore, Dave. Not anymore, but not in the way we'd hope. Spencer Turnbull's just got his 8th strikeout of the night. Sits down Nick Castellanos, and we're going to the 6th. Just the one run. The Reds. I think that'll probably be done for Turnbull. Maybe he'll go one more, but he's looked fantastic. He got a bit rough there in the 5th, but he's come out of it well. Got the strikeout, and
we've got away. Who's that? Where are we headed?
Yeah, happened back to the top, Dave. So Bobby Paget came on with bases loaded, did a line drive out into left field, drove in a couple of runs. So the Jays are now 4-0 up, top of the 6th, nobody out, and runners still on first and second base.
And with the Yankees losing, as it stood, the Orioles and Jays would lead that division.
Which, of course, you'd all predict.
Absolutely.
I know before the season. I know you had it all down there. I know your doubters are out there, but come on, we're playing well.
This is fantastic. I tell you what, for the neutral as well, for eyes, the Jays, and of course, like I said, the Orioles have the Marlins next. The Marlins who'll be topping the NL East as they head to that. And where are the Jays heading next, Steve?
We're off to the Nationals, so that will be our first homestand. But because of all the shenanigans in terms of trying to find a field to play in, they're actually playing their homestand games at the Washington Nationals because Buffalo is taking a little bit of time just to get ready for us. So I think the first 2 games are going to be in Washington, and then hopefully Buffalo will be up and running for us as our home ballpark for this season.
And of course, you'll be welcoming the Phillies after that as well.
Yes.
Just already this weekend is showing what a crazy season we could be in for. And I'll tell you, if it carries on like this, it's going to be fantastic. Steve, we'll come back to you shortly.
Home run at Nats Park.
Well, let's go over to Nationals Park. Who's it for, the Yankees or the Nats?
Yankees are on the board. Gleyber Torres. We finally get to Patrick Corbin. He has been dominating us from the opening, really, but we're finally on the board, and it's top of the 7th, 1 out, and the Yankees have finally got a run on the board.
Rob, will Corbin be top of the 7th? So you reckon Corbin may come out the game now? Will they try and get him out the inning?
He's been lights out. This is the first. Well, he gave up 1 hit earlier on, and just now. So it's a tricky one, isn't it? Obviously, his first early start of the season, so this is probably his max, but I was literally just about to type "we ride or die with Corbin tonight," and then he goes and hits this. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's a real tricky one. I think I'd keep him in.
So Patrick Corbin, it looks like he's coming out. He's coming out. Corbin has been switched. Right on cue. So it's the Yankees 1, Nationals 2 there. Jays are blowing open against.
It's coming out of the game. Corey Kluber has come out of the game after just 1 inning to be replaced by Joe Palumbo. Word why yet.
So no word why. Just pulled out. There's what's happening? No men on base, is there? So yeah, 0-0. And Kluber is gone for Palumbo. So worrying there for Texas. As they're getting top of the 2nd there at the moment. As much happened there, I can see no hits to either side, so not a lot.
No, Kluber actually looked pretty good. But no word yet.
So nothing there. Bases loaded. Guess where? Back to Chicago. Nathan?
Yeah, again. Bases loaded here in Chicago. Nelson Cruz is stepping up to the plate, and we know what he could do with that power. So it could be 8-0 within 2 innings.
That's the spirit, Nath. Wow, it could be going badly wrong for the White Sox. 1 out, and I can see 1 ball and no strikes to Nelson Cruz. Bases loaded, 1 out, and you got Cruz at plate, who is currently averaging over 400. I know early days, but how are those nerves, Nath? If it gets blown open here, it's going to be tough for you to get back into this.
You know what I'm like, Dave. I love a big, bold prediction. I'm still going to go 9-8 White Sox.
Well,
they go 8-0 up.
That's the only way to look at it. I'm not sharing that optimism, mind you, mate. And it's about to could get worse for the Phillies. Pete, what is going on at Citizens Bank Park?
Oh, absolute scenes. They can take. Oh, hold on. Could be a sneaky double play. No. But yes, still 9-5. They got runners on the corners here, 2 outs. Miggy Rowe, 3 for 3 now. Reggie McLean's still labouring. Nick Pavetta's up in the pen. The Phillies looking real trouble here. I mean, this performance from the Marlins, the heavily COVID impacted Marlins is absolutely insane. What a performance from these boys. 9-5, runners on the corners, top of the 5th.
God, 7-0.
7-0. Is that the Twins? Oh, I reckon. Oh no! Oh no! 7-0. Another grand slam.
No, not a grand slam. It was a double. It was a double over to right field. Then an error when throwing it back, giving them an extra run there. It should have only been 6-0, but the error causing us to go 7-0 down and 8-0. Nelson Cruz is just running another single there.
Wow!
So he might as well just hit a grand slam.
Yeah. It doesn't rain, but it pours for the White Sox tonight. 8-0, and they were hammered in the first game as well before taking some revenge last night. But the Twins are putting that right now. 8-0. And where are we, Nathan? How far in the game?
We're top of the 2nd with 1 out.
Oh, Nath, I think you're going to be in for a long night. But for Twins fans, fantastic. Pete, Indians, I think Royals have had a sneaky run while we've been away.
Yeah, Whit Merrifield knocked in a run. But apart from that, it's going okay. Cookie Carrasco, he got himself out of a little bit of a jam last inning. He had 2 men on base, and it threatened to be one of those that could really get the Royals back into it, but he pitched his way out of it. What are we on now? Bottom of the 5th, 1 out. We've got a man on base. So, yeah, everything's calm here.
So, home run.
Where are we heading?
Heading back to Tropicana Field.
The Jays laid it on again on the Rays.
The Rays have got one back. Chi Man Choi has hit one off Anthony Alford out into deep left field. And so the Rays are up and running. It's now 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th.
That could be a really fun game to watch. The Rays haven't really shown their offense prowess yet so far, have they?
No, they've been nibbling away through the game, but haven't got anything in yet. I think it is a bit of a game of chess really, and we're just hoping now the cork on the bottle has popped, and we're going to see a few runs coming in. Hopefully more for the Jays, of course, but the game's starting to open up now.
And that's the Rays' 2nd home run of the season. So back to the home screen. What have we got at the moment? As you can see, some big scores. So a lot of high-scoring games there tonight. Not on the base runners anywhere at the moment. I can see the Twins are still laying it on to the White Sox, and the Indians have a man on base against the Royals. So let's go around the grounds then. What is happening? Let's go to the Astros versus the Mariners. Not been there for a while. Is it still 2-1 the Mariners?
Still 2-1. Not much going on offensively from the Astros bats at the moment. George Springer is at the plate with 2 outs in the 3rd at the moment. Yusei Kikuchi's only on 33 pitches, whereas Zach Greinke's gone through 50 already. So that's one to watch, depending on whether the Mariners can keep their at-bats going pretty long against Greinke. Let's see what Springer can do here. There's no one on base, but at the moment it's pretty quiet.
Pretty quiet there.
Got a manager's ejection at the at Busch Stadium.
Let's go to the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals versus the Pirates. Manager ejection already.
Yep, Shelton. I'm not quite sure he was arguing. There was a ball.
Oh,
three.
home run in the
Sorry,
Yankees.
hold that one. Home run at the Yankees. Is it all square, Jack?
It is all square. Luke Voigt has taken Will Harris deep. And just like that, it's 2-2. Couldn't touch Corbin. Get to him, get him out of the game, and then you hit that famous Nats bullpen, which is, let's just say it's fairly shaky to say the best.
Rob, is the bullpen a concern this year for the Nationals?
Hey, that's meant to be our best one as well. That's Will Harris from the Astros.
So, and just
I looked up and I thought it was a replay from earlier. It's gone in exactly the same place as the Torres home run. Exactly the same place.
the stats
What can you do?
The stats
What
just
can you-
popped up on the BT feed saying most runs scored in the 7th inning or later. The Nationals were the second highest. So, still hope there. Still hope they're wrong.
Yeah. No. We won't give up. We won't give up.
So
But I'd rather go into the 8th and 9th at 2-0 rather than 2-all.
And that is, could we get extras there? That's got the
Home run for the Rangers.
Home run Rangers,
Gallo.
Tracy.
Joey Gallo with his first home run.
And the Rangers are off and running there. And that's the first home run for either of those sides this year. Big Joey Gallo. He usually strikes out or hits them out the park. And he's done just that. Was that what the Rangers have been threatening?
Yeah, they were looking pretty good. And it looks like Palumbo settled into the game as well. So should be interesting.
So Rangers...
Another big single at White Sox Twins.
A big single, or is it more pain for the White Sox?
9-0 Twins now. Men on first and second as well.
Oh, my word.
Still one out.
The Twins, who hit double figures against the White Sox on Friday night in the opening series, are laying it on to the White Sox. And then you can hear Nathan's pain in his voice. That one, I think it's safe to say that's done and dusted, yes?
I think we've got back at Busch Stadium. Massive confusion here. The umpire ejected the Pirates manager, they started arguing, putting their masks on to keep COVID distance going, and the manager sat back down on the bench. So the first Chris Kamara moment, don't know what's going on. Dave.
So there's been no ejections in that one.
There was an ejection. He definitely ejected someone, and the manager came out, but the manager sat straight back down. No one seems to have left the bench area. So yeah, it's all very strange here.
So there you go. But the main thing is, it's still scoreless, right?
Still scoreless. Man on first base for the Cardinals, but yeah, still 0-0.
So still 0-0 there. Just to recap on the scores, and let's go through these. Back on the home screen, as you can see, looks like the Yankees got a man on base with 2 outs as well. So can they bring more pain to Will Harris? Are the Nationals going to lose the lead there, which they held on for so long until the 7th inning? Looks like the Rays are back in position, Steve.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, Dave. I was miles away. I was just filling in my scorecard. We've just had a little bit of an injury to Randall Grichuk. The Rays doubled, ground rule double, so deep out in left field, and Grichuk has clearly twisted something. It wasn't really clear on the video exactly what he's done, so there's been a little bit of a delay, but he has come off, and we have got in defensive player Derek Fisher, who's come in to replace him. Still 4-1, and obviously the Rays still nibbling away.
But you would feel, I've just seen there, 11 hits for the Jays so far. You want to convert a few more of those, though, don't you? Because the Rays is still within touching distance.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of hits, to be fair, in the first couple of innings. I think on the first 2 innings, we had 5 left on base over those 2 innings. Didn't convert those into runs, but the floodgate opened in the 6th inning, and that's where the runs came from. Hopefully, we can keep pushing on and see this game out.
Good stuff. Great stuff. As I said, the Jays and the Orioles are set to top that division after opening weekend. Let's go to the NL East. Let's go to the Brewers and Cubs. Mike, is it still 1-0 to the Cubs down there?
It is, but did you say NL East, Dave?
NL Central. I said NL Central.
Yeah, no, it is. Rizzo's just been hit by pitch, but with 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. Still 1-0 to Chicago at the moment, but not much really happening at the moment. It's been quite a finicky game.
Rizzo hit by pitch. It's quite a familiar sound, doesn't it?
Yeah, just a bit.
Pete, down in the NL East for the Marlins versus the Phillies. A crazy game there. How are we looking? Is it still 9-5 to the Marlins?
Wow, Dave, you joined me just at the right time. Bryce with a big fly, snagged in centre field.
Oh, Pete, don't get my hopes up like that, man.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, big fly. Mag Sierra right on the warning track. Bryce thought it was gone, but it wasn't. Mag snagged it. You've got 1 on, 1 out. So you've got Jordan Holloway in for the Marlins. MLB debut. Fair play to the guy. He's never pitched above high A. So he's skipped double and triple A. He's straight in.
Home run. Thank you, Pete.
Home run at Fenway.
Home run at Fenway. Is it more misery for the Red Sox, or are they fighting back?
It's the Red Sox have got themselves a home run. I believe it was Pillar. Very confusing that they don't have their names on the top of the...
Yeah, it doesn't help.
It doesn't help. But I believe it was Pillar. Just straight out to centre field. Really beautiful swing, to be fair.
Solo home run. The Red Sox have cut the deficit to 4. Who's pitching for the Orioles now?
It's still LeBlanc. He's still looking really good. He had 3 up, 3 down in the last 2 innings. I think he was hoping to do the same, but they've cut him short of that. But still 6-2 to the Orioles.
And I imagine that the Orioles will want to keep him in for as long as possible. What inning are we in there? So we are...
Bottom of the 5th.
Bottom of the 5th. Ooh, halfway. Yeah, LeBlanc may have 1 inning left in him, if that.
He's got 56 pitches against him at the minute.
He's okay. No,
he's not doing too bad.
So
pitching change in Houston to watch out for you. Greinke's gone.
So that's early. So Greinke gone already. What inning are we there? At
only top of the 4th.
And is that high pitch count there?
It's only on 58 pitches, but he was getting hit fairly consistently. There's a double that's just been hit by Lopez, and Dusty Baker's decided to bring in Joe Biagini, which is slightly risky in my opinion. But let's see how he gets on with a little jam to fix here in the 4th.
Lopez. So the Mariners are showing some fight and could take a game off the Houston Astros, but Houston Astros have fought back. Well, in both games, haven't they? The Mariners have led both games.
Very much so. Yeah, I mean, there's a long way to go in this one. Our bats haven't got going at all yet, but let's see what happens in this inning. Because if we can get through it without too much damage, then as you were. But if the Mariners can tack on another run or two, then we're in big trouble.
So let's head back. So in fact, while I've got this, let's show you the standings on your screen at the moment. So there is the NL East. Let's get that out of the way. So there's the NL East. You can see pretty much everybody won a piece except for the Padres and the Dodgers. They start later tonight. St. Louis also got off to a good 2-0 start. They're currently 0-0. But in the NL East, it is all tied at 500. But the Marlins, as it stands, it's just the Marlins. Nationals are tied, so the Marlins are set to top that division, heading into a big series with the Orioles. And in terms,
bases are juiced.
Oh, is that the Phillies Marlins?
Oh my lord!
Bases loaded, and who's up? It must be Diddy. Is Diddy up?
Diddy's just knocked
Diddy.
Didi's been an absolute Marlin destroyer this weekend. He has been on fire. He's knocked a single following Realmuto single and a Hoskins walk. So the bases are loaded here. Holloway is done.
To Holloway, not taking any more chance of Holloway. By the way, Rhys Hoskins, that's another walk. He's already, I think, on 6 walks this season. 5 walks, leads the majors with 5 walks already. One of the highest. In fact, I think he was most walked last season as well. So, but bases loaded. So you say a pitching change. We'll come back to you very shortly. Could we have our second grand slam of the night? And hopefully Big Diddy, who's already got 2 home runs this weekend, can he make the dream debut with a grand slam to really put the cherry on top of a great debut? However, that would only tie the game at 9-9. So we'll cut back there. Let's go back to the home screen. There are the standings from the NL East. And there's the AL American League standings. So, only the Astros are 100%. Everybody else at 500. But the Orioles are beating the Red Sox. The Blue Jays are beating the Rays. The Yankees are still tied. that could be an incredible scene in that division after the first weekend. The White Sox are getting heavily beat to the Twins, and the Indians are putting pain to the Royals as well.
Runs here. Mariners have scored another one.
And the Mariners have got another one against the Astros. George, who's done the damage?
That is a double from Malik Smith, and he scored Lopez. But I did say bringing Joe Biagini into the game was a risk, and so has proved within 2 pitches. It's a big problem to work around here. Still a man on second with only 1 out in the 4th. So, yeah, we better get our skates on if we're trying to get back into this game.
And the Mariners currently 3-1. From what you see of the Mariners so far, how have the Mariners looked? Have they been, I know you've given them a bit of a pacing the first 2 games, but it looks like they've stuck around for a while, haven't they? They've given it a good go.
Yeah, I think they definitely look like, and I don't mean this in a condescending way, they're real tryers out there. They're not giving up. They're certainly not going through the motions. They really have pushed us in the early parts of the first 2 games. And in this one, they are in, so far, total command. So, yeah, let's see what happens next. But, yeah, I think they will lose a lot of games, the Mariners, but I think that they do have some, green shoots there, especially with Carl Lewis looking as strong as he is, and a couple of the more veteran guys as well chipping in too. So yeah, I mean, I think perhaps maybe not quite as bad as some people are making them out to be.
Got
to run at Busch Stadium.
Busch Stadium. What has happened at the Cardinals Pirates game?
Some fantastic base running by Colton Wong. Tommy Edmund with a ground ball, and he's then beat the pitcher to first base. And Colton Wong has come all the way around from second to score, dove into home. Bit of a misplay by the catcher, but I think he would have been safe anyway. So it's 1-0 to the Cardinals.
And the Cardinals get those brooms ready. That could be a sweep for the St. Louis Cardinals, and taking all 3 games against a Pirates team who I think are going to struggle. Pete, are we back underway at Citizens Bank Park? Bases loaded.
Back underway. Bases are absolutely juiced. Jeff Brigham is in the game. What a name. Can't tell you anything about him. Let's see what he can do. Gene Segura at the plate. Sorry, Didi's on first, so you got Gene Segura at the plate here. 1 for 2 for the day. 1-1, Jeff Brigham pitching.
1 out as well. So can the Phillies...
Whoa, fly ball. Hold on.
Let's get that running.
Oh, infield fly. So 2 outs. 2 outs. Runner at third didn't go. So still 9-5. Bases remain juiced.
Who is on
Brigham.
third? Who is on third?
Hoskins on third, so no wheels.
Yeah. Oh, God. Incredible. Bottom of the 5th. 10 hits.
You've got Bruce up now. So big banger Bruce with
Big
a
J Bruce needs something here. The Phillies need some more runs on the board. Can they respond in what has been a fast-starting game? They're only in the bottom of the 5th at Citizens Bank Park. Can Brigham. What a moment for the young man to come into a game. Bases loaded, high leverage situation.
Absolutely. He hasn't pitched yet this year, so there's the ball there, Jeff. See what you can do. Good luck, mate.
And he's already got weak contact from Hoskins. There's not a lot else. In fact, no other base runners anywhere except in the Astros-Mariners game. And the Indians are trying to...
Yeah, I was going to say, the Indians, we've got Yu Chang has just walked. What are we, bottom of the 6th? No out. So, yep.
Still 7-2 to the Indians
7-2
in that game. Can the Phillies, with bases loaded, cut that deficit? This is a big chance. A big problem for the Phillies is taking these chances. Their record with runners in scoring position is not good. I think the count is 1-1. Are we looking?
1-1 on the count. Here we go. 1-2. So yeah, Brigham actually come in and settled in nice and quick. He's only 6 pitches in, but he's settled down. He's finding the strike zone. So good for him. Bruce is a serious power threat. So let's see how we go here. Stay with me here, Dave. This could get spicy quick.
This is the only thing really happening. There's a bit of a lull around at the moment. We'll cut to anything that happens, but this could be
2-2 high in the zone. 2-2. So
this is a big moment for Jeff Brigham. Big moment for the Marlins. Can Bruce put the Phillies back into it? Both tied at 1-1 after the first 2 series. The Marlins took the opener on Friday night before the Phillies hit back 7-1 last night. 5-2 to the Marlins on the
big fly. Where's that going?
Come on, don't do this to me.
He's caught in right field. He caught. It looked good. but it didn't travel. There we go. He gets out of it. Bases were juiced, but he gets out of it. Excellent goatee. He was pumped. He's pumping his fist.
Pete, mate, you are no good for my heart rate. Just get off. Right, let's go to where are we? We've got some action. What Twins? Who's coming in there?
I was just going to say, Dave, there's not much going on here in Cincy, but I just wanted to talk about Trevor Bauer. He's finally come out. It was about 110 pitches. He was 6.1 innings today, just 2 hits, just the 1 earned run and 13 strikeouts. It's a pretty dominant performance from Bauer, and I think that's what the Reds are wanting to see going forward. But still 1-1 here.
Absolutely, he'll be a very important piece as the Reds look to try and take that division, let alone getting in postseason. There's big ambitions there in Cincinnati. What inning are we up to there, Nick?
Another run in Houston. It's 4-1 Mariners.
Cut that. The Astros. Wow, we've got some shocks tonight. 4-1 to the Mariners. What's happened there? Who's got over the plate?
1 second. I just want to see who that actually was. Still slightly trying to work out why Biagini's been brought into this game. Hang on, it was Shedlong with the double and Maddox Smith scoring from second. It's now 4-1 Mariners and Astros with big problems to deal with.
And they're not out the inning either. So they're
absolutely not.
The Mariners laying it on to the Astros at the moment. We've got the Red Sox still down to the Orioles. The Rays are still down to the Jays. Let's go to National Stadium. Yankees versus the Nationals. Jack, is it still 2-2? I think we must be getting on to the late innings there now.
Whoa! Ramirez.
Ramirez has home runs.
Jose Ramirez has absolutely crushed that one.
So that
super 8-2 Cleveland.
8-2 Cleveland. So yeah, they are. The Indians are really laying it on now. The bats are lit up, and the Royals, who I think they've been happy just to take a game out of this series, are now 8-2 down. Back to the Nationals. What is going on there, Jack? What's happening?
We are top 8. It's 2-2 Nats Yanks. The Yanks have got a runner on first base. And I think Aaron Boone's really, obviously it sounds a bit obvious, but he really wants to win this game. He's brought in a couple of pinch hitters. He's brought in Aaron Hicks. He pinch hit for the catcher Kyle Higashioka, and he drew a walk off Doolittle, I believe, is pitching. Now you got Gary Sanchez. He's pinch hitting for Talkman. So I think Boone really wants to win this game. It's a bit obvious, but he really wants to get out of this a 2-1 series win.
He's trying to do it now, but look at it. Because, no outs, man on first base. Keep an eye on that. Let's head down to the Troop. Rays versus the Jays. The Rays are looking to get some more runs on the board, Steve.
Yeah, but they're not doing it at the moment. So we're in the top of the 7th. We've got 2 out, but the Jays have got runners on first and second. Brandon Jury, who's just come up into the team, he's on base, just about to try and drive in a few more runs. No response from Tampa as yet.
So Tampa yet to really get going at all this season, to be fair. We haven't heard much from the Rockies versus the Rangers. Tracy, how's it looking down there? Still 1-0 to the Rangers?
It is still 1-0, and there is word about what's happened with Kluber. John Blake at Rangers Blake on Twitter, one of their beat reporters, has reported that he was removed after...
Hello!
Sorry, Trace.
Marlins.
I think that is...
For the Marlins. Corey Dickerson in the 15th deck. Holy moly.
Just to repeat, who was it, Pete?
Corey Dickerson, the ex-Philly.
Oh, yeah.
Deck, just in case you didn't get that deck. Unbelievable. Pivetta. Oh, hang 'em and bang 'em. Holy moly, that is gone.
Mm-hmm. Not a good day for the Phils, who are going to drop the opening series to their bogey team yet again. The Marlins have got the Phillies number, and ex-Philly Corey Dickerson. It was inevitable. Nick, you say Nick Pivetta was in?
That was Pivetta just serving up meatballs.
Yeah, he does that. Okay, back to the Rockies-Rangers game.
Run at Wrigley.
Oh, we've got to cut that. Sorry, Trace. We'll cut you shortly to Wrigley Field. Mike Ivory, what's happening there?
Hey, David, it's 2-0 Chicago. They walked Schwarber to first. Contreras was down 1 and 2. managed to get an RBI double deep into the right field. No outs. We've got someone on second at the moment. It's looking pretty rosy for the Cubs.
What inning? What inning are we there?
Sorry, it's the bottom of the fourth.
Bottom of the fourth inning, and the Cubs 2-0 up against the Brewers. The Brewers, where's it?
Yeah, we've got a home run at Busch Stadium.
Oh, and we're staying in the NL then. Staying in the NL Central to the Busch Stadium then. Cardinals versus Pirates.
Colin Moran has put one into the bullpen, tied this game up, solo home run, and it's 1-1 here.
So the Pirates are level, so finally some offense on the Pirates. The Pirates could be getting swept here. Have you, from what you've seen in this game so far, the Pirates, what's their main problem at the moment?
Well, base running has been bad from them, and they had two thrown out in the first couple of innings. This so far has been a typical Sunday afternoon game. It looks like both teams really want to get away. Not a great deal of action. It's fairly lackluster. Hopefully, it'll pick up a bit towards the last few innings.
Right, so 1-1 there with the Pirates trying to get one game at least back from that one. Back to the National Stadium. Rob, it's a pretty anxious times for Sean Doolittle right now.
Yeah, he's really struggling here. I've just been looking through bits and pieces on Twitter, and apparently his velocity is really down on what it normally is. And you can see it, to be honest. He's really, really struggling. He needs to get out of this inning. We've got top of the order coming up, bottom of the eighth. So, we just need to get out of this, though, because this could get messy. Judge is up now. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out per player on the first and second base. So, yeah, tough times.
Tough times. We will keep an eye on that. We'll put bookmark in that. Tracy, a bit of action at the Rangers game. 2 on base now.
Yes, we've got runners on first and third after a hit into the centre field that was then dropped by the Rockies centre fielder, and then a cheeky bunt to first.
So good stuff. So the Rangers are in position in the bottom of the third in that one, no outs. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well. So we're getting to the end of some games now. The Phillies game is in the bottom of the 7th. Is that right, Pete? Oh no, only the bottom of the 6th. Wow.
Bottom.
Dave,
bottom
can I just jump in?
Yep.
Cookie Carrasco's day is done. 87 pitches. Good day's work. Considering
We've
it's
got
his first
another run
start
at
back.
Texas.
Thank you, Pete. People come back to you very shortly. I think the Rangers have added to their leads, Tracy.
Yes, they have. There was a hit to right field and brought in the runner home from third, and we now have runners on first and second.
So that's looking good for the Rangers, who have... the Rangers and Rockies have not met too many times at all in their history. The Rangers have had the better. Big out at National Stadium. I think that's Judge gone, Rob.
Oh, Dave, you're a little bit ahead of me there.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah, he's line to... who is that? Oh, it's Adam Taylor. Matt's... what was it?
It was Taylor. I think it was Taylor.
It was Taylor, was it? Yeah, Taylor. Big out. Massive out with man on first and second. Getting that out there, that's hopefully settled Doolittle down. But to be honest, it looked like Judge missed that, to be honest. I don't know what you think there, Jack, but that looked like he should have gone.
Yeah, he just missed it. So it was key for you guys to get that out, because obviously now it's 2 out. So it's but Glaber, his form last year was with runners in scoring position. So the danger's not gone yet for the Nats. So we have to just wait and see what happens next.
And guys, I'm just going to cut to the troop, because in Tampa, bases are loaded, Steve.
They are indeed. Yeah, Jays have worked their way around the diamond and looking to bring this home. They are 2 out, so we're down to our last player in this inning, potentially.
Stadium.
Yeah.
So, where was that?
Home run at Busch. It's Jose Acuna, who has gone deep for a 2-run homer for the Pirates.
So,
and they now lead 3-1.
So the Pirates now 3-1 Pirates. So wow, we've got an afternoon of shocks here. The Pirates now 3-1 up. We said their base running had been a big problem. Men on base, and now they're bringing them in. Where are we? Top of the third in that one?
We are top 4 at the moment, so still a way to go.
Top 4, but looking good for the Pirates. Have just broken out into a 3-1 lead against the Cardinals. Let's go back to Steve. Bases loaded. Is it still bases loaded? Oh, Steve? Nothing from Steve. What about the Red Sox? Molly, Red Sox versus the Orioles. Has that one settled down a bit now?
Yeah, a little bit. We are in the bottom of the 6th. It looked like the Red Sox had another pitching change last time around. So at the top of the 6th, which I believe I missed. But still LeBlanc on the mound for the Orioles now in the bottom of the 6th. And they've got Jackie Bradley Jr. on first base. He hit one towards second base, well, towards the pitcher, but pitcher kind of fell off the mound almost trying to get it.
Run at Nats Park. Run at Nats Park.
Run at the Nationals Park. What is going on? Have the Yankees taken the lead, Jack? Yes,
Gleyber Torres with a 2-out single, and he scores Aaron Hicks from second. So he's continuing his form with runners in scoring position. Single to centre field. Hicks scores easily. I don't even think they put a throw in. No, there was no throw to home plate. So to 3-2 Yanks.
And Rob, this is your better bullpen players going out there at the moment. A real shame here.
Yeah, well, they played the second string last night and they came out lights out. So you couldn't really make it up. Doolittle's coming out now. I don't know who's going to come in. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe too early for Hudson, unless they're going to probably save him, to be honest.
Well, at the top of the 8th, it is 3-2 Yankees. The Yankees have pulled it back. Let's go back to Steve. It was bases loaded in that game there. Is it still the case?
Yeah, sorry about that. I missed the click on the microphone for you. I was talking away and realised you couldn't hear me. Unfortunately, Lourdes Gurriel drove into a play that didn't get us over the finishing line, unfortunately. They cleared the bases and back we go. Bottom of the 7th now. So 4-1.
That's a big let-off for the Rays.
Massive let-off for them. Yeah, we were definitely knocking at the door there. And actually, Brandon Drury had a really good at-bat. He worked the pitch count up and managed to get a walk eventually to load the bases. It's a shame that we couldn't bring that one home.
Mark Griffiths says Doolittle out, didn't look sharp at all on the comments.
Could be an Astros rally starting here. Got 2 men on with no out in the 4th.
Let's go. So 2 men out on the 4th. 2 men out.
No, 2 men on. No,
2 men.
no
Yeah, tongue twister. 2 men on, and no outs for the Astros. So the Yankees still have 2 on base. Well, the Phillies have also got a man on base. We've got the Royals. Trying to just damage limitation for them. I think now the Red Sox, however, have got a man at 3rd and 2nd. I can see there, Molly.
Yes, they do. Devers just hit one to left field and had a little bit of a fumble, a little bit of an error from the Orioles trying to field it there. So, there's Jackie Bradley Jr. on 3rd. He went to go for home and then kind of thought twice about it. So I think they're playing it a little bit safe where they can. But it looks like we are going for a pitching change, I believe. I'm not all that sure. But LeBlanc had about 75 pitches under his belt. So
LeBlanc is pulled. I think Castro is coming in for the Orioles. 2 outs, however, so just needs the 1 out to get out at the bottom of the 6th. Can the Orioles hold on to what would be a massive series win? George, you were just saying that Astros at the bit of a comeback possibly here.
Yeah, we've got Alex Bregman at the plate right now after Altuve drew a walk from Yusei Kikuchi and Michael Brantley just got a single to right field. So let's see what Alex Bregman can do here facing the pitch. 1-0, that's outside, so it's now 2-0. Could be something brewing here for the Astros at long last in this one. It might be worth keeping a little eye out on this at bat because Bregman is yet to explode the season so far, and this could be the time for him to go. Let's see what happens on this next pitch. 2-0 coming up from Kikuchi right now.
Oh my 3-0. Let's go to National Stadium. Tanner, I just saw Bulk come up on the screen, Rob.
Yeah, they've walked the bases loaded, and Now Stanton. Oh, why have I done this? I can't quite work that out. So now Stanton at bat.
And this is the last thing he needs.
Sorry, it's Voigt at bat now. Voigt at bat. So like walk Stanton. Now Luke Voigt at bat. Wow.
Jack Stanton's been red hot. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs this season before this game. Would you have walked Stanton in this situation?
Yes. Yeah. I think they're probably on the right thing. Voigt is obviously he's hit a home run today, but he is definitely you'd rather face Voigt than Stanton. But I suppose it's one of those things that only time will tell. If he hits a grand slam there, you're going to say it's probably a bad decision. If he gets
Bases loaded,
you're going to say it's a good decision.
Bases loaded.
I'm going to quickly go to Nathan because I think there's been another run at Twins White Sox.
Yeah, it's now 10-0 Twins. Nelson Cruz solo homer out to left field. It was a beautiful strike. There's nothing else to say. It was a great cracking hit. And the Twins are playing like a team who could win the World Series currently. And the White Sox are playing
right there.
And the White Sox are playing a bit like last year's Orioles.
Yes, Rainey. Yes.
What a Wrigley, Dave.
Wow. Okay, let's just quickly go to the Yankees. They're out. I think Rainey's got out there, hasn't he?
Yes, Rainey got Luke Voigt out. Yeah, nasty. Yeah, it's good. Very good.
So that's
Boston have scored 2.
Boston are on the. So Mike, I'll come to you in a second.
Just scored 2.
Boston have scored. It's all coming now. I wasn't ready for this. So Boston, I've got 2. How many outs?
They are on 2 out.
2 out with 2 on. So it's 6-4 to the Orioles. There's
Philly run.
And is that action at Philadelphia? Or are you getting my hopes up, Pete?
No, 10-6.
10-6. Come on, Phils.
There we go. We had the goose. The goose was loose with a single, and then this man who I've never even heard of him, Hazley, with a double.
3 for 3, Hazley.
Almost went for a homer, like it was a few inches off a homer, but a double. Goose got all the way round, so it's 10-6. Pitch and change here. Yimi Garcia in, but yeah, all to play for here.
It's not over till it's over.
1 out.
Here we go.
George, Astros bases. In fact, did someone have a home run before I go there? Cubs.
There's one at Wrigley, Dave.
One at Wrigley. Sorry, George. Let me get to this one.
Worries.
It's coming thick and fast. What happened at Wrigley?
Yeah, the Brewers took Peralta off, so after 3 innings, they've already made a change. Corey Knievel's on the mound at the moment. Cubs had first and second juiced, and Herner hit down the centre for an RBI single. First and second still juiced, with no outs. Bottom of the 4th, it's Cubs 3-0.
And the Cubs could be breaking out there. Okay, George, Houston Astros bases loaded there as well.
Yeah, Yuli Gurriel with a big opportunity here. As you said, no outs, bases loaded. Got who's on base? Got Altuve, Brantley, and Bregman on base. It's a 1-1 count. Yusei Kikuchi pitch count starting to rise. Now it's 2-1. So yeah, this is starting to turn to a hitters count for Yuli Gurriel here. I think this could be a big moment in this game coming up right now.
So we are getting to the closing stages of some of these games, and it's starting to get lively. Bases loaded at Wrigley and Houston at the Astros. The Phillies have got one back against the Marlins, and there's still one up there with Hazy at second base and Hoskins and Harper coming to the plate. Well, it's not over there. The Yankees are only 3-2 ahead, bottom of the 8th.
One Wrigley.
And back to Wrigley.
Yeah, so Jason Hayward's just crushed one out to right field for sorry, it was Cavatini for an RBI single. And Jason Hayward has ran down to score the run. Still no outs in this one, and it's 4-0 Cubs.
And the Brewers are looking like they're going to get blown open here. It's not looking good. That offense has not quite got going yet. Christian Yelich hasn't quite got going yet for the Brewers. Has he done much today, Yelich?
No, he's actually struck out twice, to be honest. Tyler Chatwood, who we know has had problems, is actually pitching really well. So Tyler, if you listen to this broadcast after the game, I am sorry from a UK Cubs perspective that I ever doubted you.
Well, there you go. Well, I'm sure someone can pass it on to him. George, is it still bases loaded? What's their count now?
Yeah, still is 2-2 count.
Wrigley.
Another one at Rick. Sorry, George. The Cubs are still...
run at Globe Life as well.
Yuli Gurriel with it looks like he scored at least one here. Maybe 2.
Runs everywhere. Right, quickly. Cubs, what happened, Mike?
Ian Happ down the middle, just an RBI single. It brings in Nico Hearn out. It's 5-0, bottom of the fourth, still no outs.
You've broken my graphics now. I can't keep up. Tracy, Globe Life, what's happened there?
2-2 to the Rockies. Trevor Story home run, centre field, with a runner on first, so ties it up at 2-2.
2-2 to the Rockies. The scores will update shortly. They've so much going on. They've broken the graphics. And George, the Astros are back.
Yuli Gurriel with a single, an RBI single to left field to score Altuve. It's 2-4, and now we have Carlos Correa up with the bases still loaded, still nobody out, and this is the big moment for the Astros to strike in this game.
So the Astros are about to hit back. Pete, Citizens Bank Park, what's happening there, mate?
Yeah, 3-2 count here. Hoskins, stay with me here. Yimi Garcia on the mound. Let's see, shaking off the suggestion from Savelli. Oh, Savelli's pointed left, right. He's pointed every direction. They don't know what they want to throw. It's 3-2. 3-2 count. One on, bottom of the sixth. Man on second. Stay with me, though. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, walked Hoskins again.
Yes, Hoskins, the highest walk in the MLB.
He has not swung the bat all series. He literally just stands there and they pitch around him.
6 walks for Rhys Hoskins this season. Great.
Incredible. Bryce is up. Still only one out, bottom of the sixth. This could be spicy.
Big Bryce up now for the Phillies with 2-1. They have not taken their chances with runners in scoring position. Oh, come on. I'm trying to update the graphics and it's not having it again. So the Phillies 10-6 down to the Marlins. It could be a huge win for the Marlins here. We'll keep an eye on what's happening at the Astros. They've still got men on base. The Rays are threatening to come back against the Blue Jays as well. Astros base load. The Cubs are still looking good as well to add on to their 5-0 lead. And of course, it's just been leveled up at the Rangers, 2-2 between them. So Bryce at the plate now. Pete's scared.
Bryce at the plate. Yep, he's up. Again, there's still some issues with the catcher and Yimi Garcia. They've not got it synced up, so could be some issues here. Let's see.
Who is the pitcher in for the Marlins?
Yeah, Yimi Garcia. So he's an ex-Dodger. One of the high leverage guys projected for the Marlins, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is high leverage, no doubt about that. Bryce already hit 1 home run, 2 on base. Yeah, things could get out of hand very quickly here.
Certainly. Well, fingers crossed in a Phillies perspective for sure. Mike, has anything else happened down at Wrigley?
Not at the moment, Dave. Corey Knievel's just struck out Chris Bryant for the first out of the inning, bottom of the fourth. But we've still got runners on first and second with 1 out. They've just actually took Knievel off. I'm not sure who's coming on in his place at the moment, but no, still 5-0 Cubs.
Still 5-0 Cubs. George, have the Astros bases loaded, 1 out. Got anything back
Got
there?
a run, Dave.
Big strikeout for Kikuchi. Correct. Gone.
Sorry, I think that was Tracy at the Rangers Rockies.
No, it wasn't me.
No, Steve at Tropicana.
Sorry, Steve.
That's all right, mate.
Steve at the Trop. What's happened there?
Yeah, I'm just apologies to George taking him out again. Rays have just driven in another run, so they've just come back 4-2, and they've got runner on second base, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th.
So 4-2 now to the Jays. That's closing up as well. Pete, Marlins is Bryce swinging?
3-0 count.
Nationals Park, what we got? Man on first and third. Adam Eaton just hit a line drive down the third base line.
And now the Nationals fighting back. They've just lost the lead in the top in the 8th, and now man on third and first, no outs.
That's second and third. Second and third.
Man, second and third. Wow, it's about to get interesting there. These games are coming out to their climax.
Oh,
we've got action. Who was that? That was an all from Pete.
That was Domingo Santana has absolutely crushed the ball. It's just missed and bounced off the wall. So what is it? It's still 8-2. Oh, has it gone over? I don't think they're going to review that, but we've now got men on second and third.
Right, we've got
Bases
lots.
juiced here, Dave.
Bases juiced again for the Phillies. So
Again.
Bryce has been walked. They couldn't take advantage last time. And JT Realmuto, the best catcher in baseball, the ex-Marlins, could tie the game right now. Also, Nationals, Rob, still no outs. Count 1 out. Sorry, count 1-0. This is a big moment here for the Nationals as well.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's Castro up, as you said. 1 out, 1 ball, no strikes. Man on second and third, is where the game's at. To be honest, it's 2 balls, no strikes. Yes, this is it. I can't imagine it's going to go much further than this. This is our chance.
You've got to take it. A sac fly would do it. Would tie the game at least, and that will only be 2 outs. Still playing the bottom of the 8th. Jack, this is the Yankees bullpen again, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Tommy Canely, who had a really, really good year last year. And to be fair, Turner, who's on third, grounded out to shortstop, but the Glaber was off with his throw. So really, that should have been an out. So it really should be 2 out with a runner on maybe second. So it could come back to bite us right now. That mistake by Glaber.
We've got 3 bases loaded.
Bases loaded.
Yeah, I'm just going to come to you, Tracy. Bang on cue. Now at the Globe Life, Rangers, bases loaded there as well.
Yes, with
Another
no
run scored at
outs.
Minute Maid Park. Another run scored.
And the run scored at the Astros. George, I presume it's for your guys.
It is, yeah. Kikuchi, a 4-pitch walk with the bases loaded to Josh Reddick. That's a pretty disastrous outcome for him there after having struck out both Correa and the debutant Taylor Jones. So, yeah, this inning's still going on with the bases loaded and 2 out. And now a 4-3 ball game.
4-3, and yet again for the third night running.
We've got another run at Cleveland as well, so it's now 9-2 Cleveland.
Cleveland piling it on the helpless Royals tonight, but for the third night running, the Astros are bouncing back against the Mariners. So what was that? It was that Indian score. Update me on that one again, mate.
9-2.
9-2 now.
So we just had Carlos Santana score on a, I think it was a pop fly out from Bradley Zimmer.
And
Castro strikes out.
I was just going to say a big out.
Yeah, it's obviously he struck out, which obviously now is 2 outs. So that takes out the sacrifice fly out of the chance of scoring the runner from third. So they've just walked Howie Kendrick. Obviously, I think that's the second time they've walked him. I don't think they want any part of
tight game in Houston
today. So
Astros taking the lead. Looks like a two-run double. No, 2-run single. I think that for Martin Maldonado, who started this season so hot with the bat. It is now 5-4 Astros.
Wow, the Astros have done it again. They've turned it around. It's 5-4 to the Astros. Bases loaded at Nationals. Quickly to Citizens Bank Park. Pete, what's happening there?
Yeah, Realmuto at the plate, 1-2 count. Hacked off a few as well. So stay with me here. Another foul ball. Yeah, it's very, very tense here. Yimi Garcia still pitching. Realmuto hacking. He obviously hit an absolute monster last night, so he's looking for the same again.
Deep centre field off the batter's eye. Nationals also 2 out, bases loaded. Rob, who's at Eric Thames at the plate.
Eric Thames is up. It's 1-1. Oh, bases loaded. Well, as I said before, this is the game. This is the ball game here. We're not going to get a better chance than this.
Big moment. Bases loaded as well at Tracy at the Globe Life still.
Yes, and there is a new pitcher in for the Rangers. There's Jesse Chavez in for the Rangers. Palumbo lasted 48, I think it was, and just didn't look like he had his stuff.
So we will keep an eye. We're about to get a flurry of action, I feel.
Dave, come back here. Realmuto pop fly. So 2 outs.
Come on,
2 outs now. 2 outs now. But Didi at the plate. Bases juiced. The Marlins killer. He's got the mask on. Anything could happen here. Come back to me soon.
Phillies need something there. Nationals bases loaded. Looks like
men on the corners here at Fenway
Park.
Park.
Say, Fenway Park. The Red Sox are fighting back there, Molly.
No.
Strikeout, Tommy
Canely.
Yes.
And as I think you can hear there, have the Yankees got out of it, Jack?
Yes, Tommy Canely, he got himself in a little bit of trouble with the help of Gleyber Torres. But yes, he has struck out Castro and struck out Thames to leave the bases juiced, as Pete says.
Oh, more runs in at Texas. And there was a rundown as well.
So what's the score? So that's the Rockies, isn't it?
Yep, it's 3-2. And Daniel Murphy just got banged up a little bit in a rundown between first and second.
So 3-2 Rockies. Ignore the graphic. For some reason, the Rockies score does not want to update, but it is 3-2 to the Rockies as they have come from behind against the Rangers. Pete, have the Phillies got done anything at Citizens Bank?
Oh, Didi's 1-2 count. Yimmy's testing him. I mean, it's cat and mouse here. We know if you hang him, Didi will absolutely bang him. So let's see what happens. But yeah, pressure on Didi now. 1-2 count.
1-2 count, and of course he has made the Marlins pay all weekend. This is such a big moment now. Can he do it again? Mike, are the bases still juiced at Wrigley?
Yes, Dave, bases still juiced. Schwarber's at the plate. It's actually a 2-2 count at the moment. 2 outs though, so there's no sack opportunity. So yeah, big moment in the game. I feel if we clear the bases here, I think that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
Fly ball, but caught in centre field here, Dave. The Marlins get out of it.
And the Phillies, for the second time today, leave the bases loaded. And still the Marlins are set for a series win. They were heading to the 9th at the Nationals, at the Nationals, Rob. Mind blank.
Yeah, you say it better than I can. So Hudson's coming in by the looks of it. Yeah, we need to hold it to 3-2 and see what the middle order can do. To be honest, who knows? We don't quit.
Jack, should the Yankees hold it out from here?
Yeah, they should. I think I'm not quite sure who they're probably going to bring in the 9th. Maybe Britton. So he's obviously he's normally our setup man for Chapman, but with Chapman having COVID, he's going to go into the 9th. So what I would like to do is sort of tack on a few runs here in the top of the 9th, just to sort of give us that extra little breathing space when it comes to the bottom of the 9th.
And I believe something at George at the in Houston.
Yeah, Springer took one on the elbow. They're hit by pitch. I'm sure that'll be lapped up by certain areas of the media, but the Mariners might not be so happy because they've just reloaded the bases for Jose Altuve, and let's see what he can do with it with 2 outs.
And not only could the Astros come from behind, they could blow the game wide open. And the Yankees still 3-2 there. They're in the 9th. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's get our first walk-off, hey, Rob?
Oh, I'd love that. Absolutely love that. Who knows? They're 1 out. Deep fly ball. Taylor just took a catch right at deep. So now who's coming up? Gardner is up. With then Aaron Hicks after him. So hopefully, as I said, keep it to 3-2 and let the magic happen in the bottom of the 9th.
We love to see it. We love to see it. And we haven't been to the Tigers Reds in what feels like an eternity. Nick, are you still awake?
Just about, Dave. Just about. It's very much a pitching duel here. I did want to just bring in something about the Reds pitching. I mentioned earlier Bauer's 13 strikeouts. I think these figures might be slightly out, but of the 77 batters Reds pitchers have got in the series, they've had 46 strikeouts, which is pretty exceptional. I don't know whether that says anything about the Reds pitching or the Tigers hitting.
That's
you
true.
can make your own judgment. But we're currently in the bottom of the 8th. There's 2 outs, 1 on. Actually just robbed of a single up the middle. It could have been quite interesting for the Reds, but the pitcher managed to get his foot on it and took all the sting out of it. But we're still 1-1 here, and I'll let you know if we get any improvement.
It's just the 6 hits in that game. Wow.
Got another run at Busch Stadium.
Oh, and who's that gone to? Pirates were leading against the Cardinals.
Josh Bell with a sac fly. So it's now 4-1 to the Pirates, and they've got runners on the corner at the top of the 5th inning, 2 outs.
Finally, inning over in Houston.
Inning over in Houston, though they've come from behind to take the lead, which is all they need to do. But the Pirates are looking like they can get a win back against the Cardinals and deny the Cards that big sweep in the NL Central. Let's go. I think how many outs in the Jack Yankees? How many outs?
1 out. It is now a 2-2 count. Gardner at the plate, so it's still 3-2 Yanks.
And Tracy, the Rockies. Let's see if I can update their score now. It's still stuck on 2-0. It's 4. Yeah, I can. It's 4-2, I believe, to the Rockies.
3-2.
3-2 to the Rockies.
Close.
Is it? What are we there now?
We are in the bottom of the 4th.
So that game's running along nicely because it was one of the last starters. Probably catch the
We've
Phillies
got a
game.
pitching change in the White Sox Twins game.
Pitching change. Is it still 10-0 Twins?
It's still 10-0 Twins, top of the 5th now, but Gonzalez has gone off after pitching 3 innings, taking 7 hits today, and leaving on his debut with a 14 ERA.
Oof.
But our relief pitcher in, Jimmy Cordero, he's coming in now, and we've got 2 men on base here for the Twins with 1 out, so hopefully he can work some magic and get us those last 2 outs and just get us back to back again.
Yeah,
Dave, can I cut in here?
Go on, Pete. I dread these updates.
No, you're okay. Miguel Rojas at the plate. A double short of the cycle.
Oh.
We have never had a cycle. So if this happens on this broadcast, this would be awesome.
Is it still Nick Pivetta in, is it?
Pivetta's in serving meatballs still. So, anything could happen here. But 2 outs, top of the 7th. Miggy Rowe, double short of the cycle.
Big moment
1-1
for Mickey Rowe and the Marlins. As Nathan said, the Twins have yet again got more runners on bases. 10-0 still to the Twins. 5-4 now to the Astros. 4-1 to the Pirates. 5-0 to the Cubs. The Rockies lead the Rangers 3-2. And the D-backs Padres will be starting in about 20 minutes' time. So let's go back to the Nationals. 3-2, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Jack.
Yes, it's just waiting for the pitch. It's now a 1-1 count. 2 outs. Hicks at the plate. So we'll just hopefully he can get on base and we can add a few more runs. But I'm quite happy with our comeback and hopefully we can close out in the bottom of the 9th.
And Rob, who's up next for the Nationals?
That's a good question, Dave. I'm still trying to pour my pint. Yeah, you'll have to come back to me on that. I'm not sure. It's middle order. Who was out last? Thames struck out, didn't he, last? So Cabrera. Who else after that? Not sure. You have to come back to me when they start back up.
So the count currently 1-2. So one more strike away from getting out the inning. Who is it? It is Daniel Hudson, of course, on the mound at the moment. Not a lot, a bit of a lull again after that frantic flurry of action we had in the last 20 minutes or so. Died down it now. I can see the Brewers have got a man on base at last.
Yeah, Chatwood, Walk, Narvaez. So they're currently 1 out at the top of the 5th. Lorenzo Kane on deck, currently 0-2 in the count. But yeah, Omar Narvaez is currently sitting on first. So potential opportunity for them.
And
horrible scenes here, Dave. Horrible scenes going on. Miggy going for the cycle. Horrendous pitch up. Nearly chinned Miggy Rowe. Luckily, I think got his face out of it, but it was a horrendous pitch from Pivetta. Where does he get him? Oh, yeah, he got him on the hands. Top hand on the bat. Absolutely horrendous pitch. Miggy takes the base, but not the result we were looking for.
Back to Nationals Park. Hudson's out of the inning. Yeah, so bottom of the 9th. Here we go, 3-2.
So can the Nationals tie the game and send it to extras or even walk it off? It's so hard to stay positive when the Phillies are getting smashed to the Marlins. This is really, really tough for me right now. Right, so we'll come back to that. Can the Nats do anything in the bottom of the 9th? It looks like the Twins are about to break open again against the White Sox, Nathan.
Yeah, they've got a man on third now and a man on first. It was a Josh Donaldson little single. We tried to go for the double play, but it was way too slow for it. And now they're going to have a man advance to third. But we've got a 2 strike count here and 2 out. So hopefully we could end this innings here and now.
End the weekend for you.
Oh, yeah, please.
It's not been the weekend the White Sox would have hoped for. George, I believe the Mariners are trying to come back here. No, George has just popped off quickly. Right. Back to the home screen then. So the bottom of the ninth is about to begin back at National Stadium. The Marlins have a man on first, trying to yet again compound to the Phillies' misery.
He's into second now. Wild pitch.
Brilliant. And Pavet's still at the plate, yeah?
Still throwing meatballs.
The Rangers fighting back against the Rockies, Tracy.
Yes, we are in top 5, 3-2 still to the Rockies, but the Rangers have a I'm lost.
It's getting late. We've been going for 2 hours, so it's getting...
Yeah, the Rockies have a...
runs here. 11-6. 11-6 with a triple from Magnier Sierra. Miggy Rowe scores 11-6. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Marlins are pouring it on.
And
somebody's happy.
This is just why tonight? Oh my God! Come on, Phils. Right,
distract you with an update from Fenway.
Yes,
if you want.
what's happening? Yeah, please, someone come in. Orioles, Red Sox.
We've just had a pitching change for the Orioles. Tanner Scott is now on the mound. So we will see what he can do. Unfortunately, Castro just couldn't seem to do much, just wild pitches left, right and centre. So, we'll see what Tanner Scott can do now then.
And the Orioles, so we're bottom of the 7th, so the Orioles are
1 out.
And now
One at Wrigley.
We've got more action at Wrigley. Mike, fill us in on what's going on there.
Yeah, no, so Brewers had first and second juiced. RCA with 2 outs come out, hit to shallow right, bounced just in front of Hayward, and Nevaez managed to come round and score the first one for the Brewers. So currently 5-1, corners loaded with 2 outs.
There you go, Brewers fans. And, we've got National Stadium. Rob?
Yeah, has he beat the run? Yes, he's beat the run into first base. Yeah. Wow. I've never seen him run so fast. Big Cabrera.
Oh.
Has he done it? I think he has, yeah. They've called him safe. They're going to have to review that because he's slow.
I think, look at the replay, that's going to be close. I think that will be reviewed. Who had the home run?
Home run in Detroit.
Detroit home run. This is late knockings here.
Wow. In the 9th, again, 2-run shot, just like last night. Miggy Cabrera.
Yeah, he's in. He's in.
So I don't know about that, Rob.
Hang on, boys. You know? So we've got 2-1 Tigers. Cabrera has done it again.
No, Dave. Cabrera takes a walk. And then CJ Crone comes up and it's a 2-run shot. It's 3-1 to the Tigers in the top of the 9th.
Ooh.
Just like last night, they've blown it open in the 9th. Michael Lorenzen on the mound for the Reds, and that stunning pitching performance so far today is now out the window.
And I'll tell you what, in these early stages, a Tigers series win would be a big upset, especially to Reds who had eyes on that pennant themselves. Wow, a big early blow to the season for the Reds. 3-1 down. That's going to the bottom of the 9th. Right to the Yankees and Nationals. Was he safe, guys?
No, it's still deciding.
They're still reviewing it. Yeah, they're still reviewing it. It is a real bang play. It could be one of those ones where there's not enough evidence to overturn it.
Yeah, I think you're right. That looks. You can't get any closer. The ball hits the glove as his foot lands on the plate.
It's such a close one. It really is. We just have to wait and see.
It's still under. In fact, here we go now.
Here we go.
I'll let you guys call it because I think I'm ahead of you. So I'll let you two.
He is safe.
Yeah, like Jack says, I think that's a case of not being able to overturn that. It was so close. So close. Sorry, Nick, for interrupting you. I got a little bit carried away watching the Nats there. But we're in the game now. Robles up.
1 out, of course.
Taylor, yeah. There's no outs.
No outs. Sorry, no outs. I read that wrong. Yeah, no outs. Man on first.
Oh, my God.
What a hit! What a hit! Lewis Roberts' first home run in the majors.
There you go. Lewis Roberts' first home run in the majors. Had a fantastic off-season, and even though it's 10-1, it's a special day for the rookie Lewis Roberts, who is off and running on his White Sox.
The comeback is on.
The comeback is on. I like your optimism, mate, but that'll take a hell of a comeback. However, Lewis Roberts, first home run of the season, back to Nationals. Looks like he's safe. Nothing else has happened, has it, since then? So we're still waiting for that game to resume there. What is happening around? Let's have a look. So the Mariners have still got 2 on base against the Astros. Indians again looking to threaten against the Royals, and that is pretty much it. So all eyes on this Nationals Yankees. Can the Nationals tie it up and take it to extras? Can they walk it off, Rob? Rob, can they?
No, they cannot.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to say they can't.
I'm sorry. I've given up trying to predict them. I'd love to say yes, but who knows?
The count is now 1-0 on the count. Yankees bench looking a little bit nervous. Oh, let's have a walk-off. Come on, let's have a walk-off. No offence, Jack.
I'm not sure I'll be able to contain myself.
I'd rather not, mate.
Big moment here, and of course, the extra innings where a man will start on the second base. It'll be the last out of the bottom of the ninth will start on the second base for the top of the 10th. We could have extras if the Nationals can get him round the diamond. 1-0 the count currently.
So I've got a pinch runner in. Who have they swapped? I can't see who they've swapped for first base.
Wild pitch. It's a wild pitch, and up to second base.
He's second now. He's up to second.
Ooh.
He thought about third. It went back to second, and the Nationals.
It's Boney. I can't even pronounce that name. I'm not even going to try. Bonifacio.
You did well there. You pulled that back.
He's a pinch runner. Obviously, Cabrera runs like a tank.
In Houston for the Mariners this time.
And the Mariners have base. We'll keep an eye on that one. Top of the 8th go the Orioles and Red Sox. The Orioles could be on the verge of a huge, serious win. The White Sox have 2 runs on the board, Nathan. Nathan's in shock.
Sorry, Dave. I'm back. My headphones came out.
Astros escape the jam. Get out the inning.
Oof, big escape the jam for the Astros as the Mariners look like they could get back in that one. And Nathan, the White Sox have got 2.
Yeah, it was from the Lewis Robert homer. There was already a man on base.
It was a 2-run home run.
It was a 2-run home run for his first one. First of many.
Right, that's fine. So they're 3-2. Lewis Robert off now. 2-1 count to Zach Britton. Nationals have a runner on second. 3-2, no outs at the bottom of the 9th. Nervous times for Jack and for Rob.
Yeah, I am starting to sweat a little bit. It's getting to that point in the game. It's just gone 3-1. So 3-1 to Robles now. So they might not be too disheartened with him maybe walking, because with him going to first base would set up the double play, and obviously you sacrifice the runner from second going to third, but you get 2 outs. So I don't think they'll give him anything to hit. I'll be very surprised if they give him anything to hit at all. So we just have to wait and see. Here comes the pitch.
Oh, he's what?
Did he swing? No, he went round.
He went round. They had to ask the first base umpire. That was not a lot in that, though. That was a very narrow call.
It's a full count now.
Full count. The Reds are trying to come back as well against the Tigers. They're heading to the bottom of the 9th as well. We'll keep an eye on that one with Nick. End of the 8th as well in the Chase Rays.
Yeah, he did go round.
He has gone round. The White Sox, by the way, got the man on base as well with 1 out. It's the comeback on there. Let's not get Nathan too excited.
That's the Orioles on base.
And the Orioles on base. They are in the top of the 8th. And a big moment at the Nationals.
Dave, you're ahead of me.
He's out. He's out at third. He's out. He slid over the base. He slid past it. No, Gary Sanchez with an absolute cannon behind the plate. He overslid the bag. He probably made it, I would have thought, but he just went past it, came off the base. They held the tag on him. Thus, the runner at second is now out.
Oh, yeah. So he tried to steal the base, but as he slid towards third base, he was safe. But he went over the base and had no. Yeah, he let go, didn't he?
Yeah, he
The
just
tag was
overslid
still
it,
on.
and it was there. He's just gone. There we go. He's just gone over the
Has
slid
he?
over. So
Oh,
he
yeah,
has.
there, yeah. Yeah,
He's
you're
just
ahead of me.
slid over. So that was a walk for Robles at the plate. So he is now on first, but it's runner on first, 1 out, rather than first and third.
And
There's no outs.
is that the game right there? Was that it? Zach Britton now with 1 out.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so tight. It really is. You just for it being so, as you said, David, it's so early on in the season. It's game 3, but it feels like a must
neither
win.
team wants to lose this, do they?
No, definitely not.
As it stands, the Marlins would lead the NL East. The Orioles would be leading in the AL with the Blue Jays and the Yankees as it stood. Early days, but it's such an important. Oh, I'm not going to blow any. I'm going to turn away because it's unfair on Rob because I think I'm slightly ahead of him. We'll come back to that shortly. Nick, the Reds possibly a comeback time run at the plate.
The Reds are coming back.
Tying run at the plate, no outs there, and a man on second. Aquino now at bat, so could.
Well, he's just been driven in, actually, Dave. He's just been driven in. It's now 3-2 with another double. Freddie Galvis comes home, so it's looking interesting. No outs, man on second, and could be we get a walk off here from the Reds.
Well, I tell you what, Nick, you've earned that because you sat through that game where not a lot has happened, and he could be in for a nice dramatic ending there. We will keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye. It's still only 1 out at Yankees Nationals. The Orioles have men on base again. Can they add to their lead against the Red Sox? It is getting to the closing stages of many games now, and they're all pretty close. The Orioles have 2 men on base, Molly.
Yes, they do. Orioles got 2 men on base. The first was a walk. I didn't quite see what just happened with the other one, but I think it may have been a walk. We're having pitching changes here, left, right, and centre. Just every inning for the Red Sox just seems to be a new pitcher. So Barnes pitching now.
And Pete, am I seeing things that's popped from my phone? Jay Bruce has had a triple and now a double for the Phillies.
You're right, Dave. Hold on, let's see. Whoa, what's happening here? Yep, Bruce already had a double. It was a lazy-looking swing, but just carried and doubled. Hold on, what's going on here?
I don't know. Tell me, Pete. Tell me what's going on.
I actually don't know. I don't know what's going on. Hold on.
Come on, Cammy.
Hey, stop teasing him.
You did it on purpose, I swear.
No, I've actually no idea what's happening. I need the broadcast back on. Hold on. Let me just. Here we go. Here's the replay. Here's the replay. It was Kingery foul. No, fair ball. First base out. Yeah, it looks routine. Yeah, I think. I think Bruce has gone to third. Kingery out. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, I think.
Right.
There's some commotion, but I think it's all hot air.
As you're working that one out, there's another out at the Nationals.
Nats are down to their final out. Yeah, Nats are down to their final out now. So it's Michael A. Taylor at the plate. He is the Nats' last hope, as they say.
I think as well the Indians about to try and wrap it up against the Orioles as well, Pete.
Yeah.
So the Orioles are it's been a long night.
Yeah. To be honest, it's been really quiet since I last spoke to you. It's just one of those games that's sort of petering out. Who have we got on the... Cam Hill is pitching for us now. No idea who he is at all. Yeah, so we'll... Yeah.
And
sorry
to Nick, the Reds have a man on third and first now.
They do, Dave. Just been hit by pitch. In fact, my stream has just cut out, so I'm struggling on this one. But man on third, 1 out. Man on first. Let's see. I have a feeling they're going to walk it off here. Jimenez on the mound does not look like he's got his stuff today.
Could the Tigers fans' hearts be broken with a walk-off at the bottom of the 9th for the Reds? The Yankees... Rob, what's happening at the Yankees?
Yeah, it's 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out, bottom of the 9th. Got Robles on first, Taylor at bat. It's kind of need miracles now. We'll see. You know, I'll keep on saying, but they won't quit. It is what it is. I'd have taken 2-1 as at the start. I would have taken 2-1, and then if you'd have asked me if Soto drops out before the game, and there we go, that's the ball game there.
That's the ball game.
However, if you asked me, Soto drops out before the first game on a Thursday, and then Straz pulls out before the game last night, would I have taken 2-1? Of course I would have. Of course. So yeah, we'll go again.
And Jack, you've got to be happy with that. You've beaten the reigning champions. You're off and running.
Yeah, it's just, I think I predicted 2-1 before the start of the series. But yeah, sort of halfway through this game, I was starting to think, oh God, we're going to be 1-2 here. We can't touch Corbin. He was absolutely filthy for the first sort of, what was it, 6 innings, 5.5, 6 innings. So yeah, I'm very happy with this win. I'm very, very, very happy.
So the Yankees are up and running with a series win to the Reds. Where are we? We're on first and third with the Reds, trying to walk it off. One man out still.
Indeed, Dave. It's that man, Joey Votto, again coming up. Can he work some more of his magic? We've seen it throughout his career. He's the man you'd probably want up in this situation. So it's currently 1-0 the count.
And quickly to Pete at the Indians, because I think that game is about to be wrapped up.
Yes, what will? 9-2, 2 outs. It's been
a job done sort of performance.
Yeah, like I said before, what this game meant for me personally was seeing Carlos Carrasco back on the mound, and he was really good. We're still waiting for the game to actually end, but it was a really good performance. Yeah, I'm happy.
Not a lot going on elsewhere. The Rockies and Rangers, who started last, are already flying through that game. Tracy, top of the 6th, still 3-2 Rockies.
Yes, and there's been a pitching
double play.
Sorry, Trace. I think the game has just finished.
The game is over. Detroit win it 3-2.
And it ended on a double play.
Exactly, Dave. Wow. Did not see that coming. Jimenez did not look like he was going to get out of it, but they've turned the double play, and it's a 2-1.
Wow.
Series win for the Tigers.
Tigers take this.
Oh, home run.
Home run at Texas. Tracy.
Trevor Story, solo home run, bringing it 4-2, top 6.
4-2, and Trevor Story's second home run of the game and of the season. And the Rockies are back, and Trevor Story, while they need him on form. Has Arenado shown much so
far?
Ball game. Sorry, Cole cuts the ball game. The ball game is done at the Indians, and they have won as well. Pete, you've got to be happy. It's job done. 2-1 series, and you're above 500 first series. Who do you roll on to next?
I think it's a tie. Is it the Tigers next? I can't remember. Either way, I'm happy with the series win because Kansas are a good team. Obviously, divisional rivals. This is good.
So the Indians are off. Pete, thank you so much for having us on, or having you on tonight, mate. Oh, I'm flagging.
Me too, mate. Me too.
Thank you very much, well done to Indians. By the way, Jack and Rob, are you two still there? Have you gone?
Oh, I am still here, mate.
Just to say,
gone, I think.
Just to say, thanks to you boys as well for everything for tonight.
That's right, mate.
You've enjoyed it.
Yeah, been great.
Awesome. Thank you very much. You're welcome to stay or go or do whatever you want. And Nick as well at Tigers Reds. You still there?
I'm still there, yeah. Just, what a ninth, Dave. What a ninth. It's all worth it just for that, isn't it?
It's all worth it.
That's why we love baseball.
That's it, isn't it? It can all change an inning.
Great play by the Mariners as well.
Nick, thank you very much. That game is done and dusted. The Tigers have taken a big series win against the Reds. George, Astros.
Yeah, looked like there was something brewing there. There was a couple of men on. Correa's drawn a walk. Abraham Toro, who's pinch hitting for the debutant Taylor Jones, lasered one, which looked like it was going over third base and would have given us another run. But a great play, leaping up in the air. I'm not sure who that was. I think it's White on third base for the Mariners. Fantastic play to end the inning and keep it at 5-4 Astros.
That will do for them. I need to turn a light on. It's got dark. Pete, did the Phillies manage to take advantage of the runners in scoring position?
Unfortunately not for you, Dave. Still 11-6 Marlins. Top of the 8th. Fly ball, 2 outs now. So, yep, Marlins, 2 outs, top of the 8th, 11-6.
Right, I'm going to go to Molly, who's going to talk for 2 minutes while I quickly stretch my legs and turn the light on.
Yeah,
Molly?
that's absolutely fine. We have just had the 3rd out of the inning. Top of the 8th has just finished here for the Orioles. So we're moving on to the Red Sox. Bottom of the 8th, it is still 6-4 to the Orioles. I'm not sure if the Red Sox can close it in, but I suppose Red Sox fans will be lovely and optimistic.
Molly, beautifully done. I've stretched my legs for a minute as they head to the bottom of the 8th. The Red Sox are running out of time. That would be a huge shock at Fenway. Who's coming in now? Is that Trace?
Yep, it's top 6, and Arenado's at bat, and he's just had a little bit of chin music from Nick Goody. Managed to avoid it, but it was close.
Arenado yet to get off the mark. By the way, it's the D-backs 0, Padres 0, and the Angels 0, Athletics 0. But the Angels do have 2 on base. In fact, Nick, have you gone? Oh, Nick's gone. If Nick was there, I would ask him to cover that one then. Swap games.
I'm Dave. I'm here. I'm quite happy to do that for a little while.
Do you want to keep an eye on the Angels? I haven't got any graphics for it. I didn't really think.
I'll keep an eye on it for you, Dave. And if Nick wants to come back and join me, he's more than welcome.
There we go. All right, and yeah, we'll do that. Nick can get back in. So Angels A is currentently 0-0. Top of the 1st, the Angels have 2 on base. We're going to go to roughly about 10 o'clock, I reckon, because 2.5 hours and my voice is going. I didn't think this through at all.
Just a little bit of an update, Dave, for you. Just a bit of Phillies news and Blue Jays news. They've just announced that our home series against you will actually be at the Phillies. So we're going to be playing you guys on your home turf. Our first game apparently won't be in Buffalo until the 11th of August. So a little while before we find our new home. But going to be in Phillies.
Not too much travelling down the East Coast for the Jays. How is that game going with the Rays?
Yeah, we are now into the bottom of the 9th. So in fact, we just got the first out. So the Jays are two away from an important series win for us. I really, this has just got a little bit of momentum into the engine room. I think probably if I had predicted this series, I thought if we did 2-1 to the Rays, we'd have done well. But if we can just get these 2 outs, then brilliant start to the season for them.
The wheels on the Rays juggernaut have not quite got going yet, have they?
They're not rolling.
They're not
rolling.
Not Rays. Right, Phillies Marlins 11-6. The Marlins have just finished. Bottom of the 8th now, Pete.
Yeah, mid 8th, Dave. Yeah, Aguilar walked, got on the first, but then Brian Anderson flied. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th. I think I saw Brad Boxberger warming up in the pen.
There's a name. There
we go. Get your emojis out for Box. Sure, let's see. I'm not sure where we're up to in the lineup. Let's see where we're up to.
Well, for the Phils, the Phils have got Hazley coming in next. Of course, he's 3 for 4.
Top of the lineup. So this is going to get really interesting. I mean, this top 4-5 is a dangerous lineup. The Marlins have pitched around them all series long. Hoskins, Harper, and Realmuto have barely had a swing a bat, and then DD behind them has just been lethal. So. Yeah, this game is not done, for sure.
Well, Pete, I'm not getting excited, unless I get on base. But what a horrible series yet again against the Marlins. The Phillies are struggling. I believe the Red Sox. I can see the Red Sox have got men on base there, Molly, at Fenway.
They have indeed. Jackie Bradley Jr. Just hit one towards left field and got on base. So he looks like we're having a pitching change though again from the Orioles this time.
Yeah, that sounds like one of those games. Pitching change. That is only thing. Padres have typical. The runners have got in the games that we haven't got anyone covering, but the Padres look like they're about to strike against the D-backs. The A's have still got 2 men on against. the A's, and Tracy, the Rangers. Is that Rangers on base, or is that the Rockies?
That is the Rockies. And there is a pitching change for the Rangers, and I'm going to go with Gibboat.
We'll take it. Yes, it's a good effort, Trace.
Yeah.
Without saying his name, I can't help you out on that one. So already the game's already done and dusted. The Nationals have fallen to the Yankees. The Yankees have taken the first series of the season 3-2. The Royals have been thrashed to the Indians 9-2. The Indians also 2 on there, and the Tigers have taken the series to the Reds. Unbelievable. Molly, are the Red Sox pulling a comeback here?
Yeah, not much happening at the moment.
Oh, pitching change. Sorry, you did say.
Change. No, that's okay. That's all right.
Pete, sorry, carry on.
No, go on.
I was going to say, Pete, has Hazy got on base yet?
He's on base, would you believe
no
it?
Way.
He's just another cover drive. He's just been hitting cover drives all day long. Left-handed hitter. Just dumping it into left field there. So he's on base, bottom of the 8th, no outs.
And is that 4 for 4 for Adam Hazley?
No, I think he's 5 for 4 maybe. Hold on, let me check.
And this is big for the Phillies. The Hoskins and Harper are coming in. They have had 12 hits, 6 runs. They've converted, again, pretty much nothing from...
exactly, yeah. 4 for 5.
4 for 5. Can they capitalise?
He's been awesome. He's been awesome. And you're right, Hoskins, 2 walks today, and a hit, and a run. Hoskins has been dangerous. Harper the same, and the home run.
I'm just going to cut in there, Pete, because it's getting interesting at the Rays versus the Jays, Steve.
Yeah, the Rays have managed to get a runner on to second. Still 2 outs, so yeah, it's on a knife edge here. Just need to get over the line, get that series win behind us. Ken Giles has come in. In fact, my scorecard tonight, I've run out of columns. We've had that many pictures through the game. I'm scribbling around the outside of my pad, just trying to keep up with things at the moment. But Ken Giles is trying to close out the game for us.
And 30.
Feeling a bit like that here as well.
Yeah, it's a typical Sunday game, isn't it? A lot of pitching changes, a lot of bullpen games. 13 hits tonight, Steve, for the Jays. They've come up the blocks firing.
Jay's looking good, actually. As I said a little bit earlier, a lot of small ball. So no home runs tonight at all for them. But, they've really worked the diamond well, particularly in the 6th inning and a little bit into the 7th as well. Exciting game, actually. Really, really tight. Both teams have played well, but the Jays are just edging it at the moment, and we just need to get our final out. The count is 3-1. Ooh. And Giles is just about to launch again, and it's 3-2, full count. We've got William Adams on base for the Rays. He was looking for a walk there. He left it, but no, ump called it as a strike, so we are full count. Hoping to get over the line. If you just want to stay with me.
Beautiful double play from the Orioles in Fenway to make it 2 out at the bottom of the 8th.
Wow! So, and the Orioles could be going to save the game. No, of course they're Fenway, but they're 1 inning away, 2 outs now. The Orioles have got trouble there.
Cleared the bases. They're ready to go.
Pitching change in Houston with a bit of a British baseball twist is Blake Taylor, who's coming in here in the 6th with 1 man on. Blake Taylor, he started one of the biggest games for GB Baseball in 2016, which was a 4-3 win over Brazil. So great to see him getting his chance for the Astros.
Great stuff. Great GB links there. And Steve, the Rays are on base on second and first with 2 outs.
Willie Adams drew the walk finally. He was patient at the plate, taking 6 pitches from Ken Giles, was working it, and finally drew the walk. So the Rays have currently got runners on first and second, 2 out, bottom of the 9th. Oh, it's all going down to the wire here.
It's going down the wire. Pete, Hoskins walked again.
Hoskins again! Oh my lord! All he's done is walk. All this whole series has been nuts. But
7
anyway,
walks.
Unbelievable. Anyway, Bryce followed it up with a fly, lazy fly actually. So 1 out, bottom of the 8th. men on first, second. Realmuto at the plate. Boxberger throwing the where's this going?
Don't, Pete. Yeah, Pete, come on, man. Seriously.
Is he teasing you again?
Stop. Well, it's just.
It looked good. Without seeing the ball tracker, but foul ball.
Classic looked good off the bat and then went in foul territory. So
Exactly.
Phillies need something because they are now in the bottom of the 8th as well. They want to come back. It's 11-6 at the moment. Steve, have the Jays wrapped it up yet?
No, Dave, we're still on our edge. Ken Giles is just taking a little bit of time just to steady himself. I think he's not rushing his pitches at the moment. He's just pitching one ball so far at this at bat. Anything could happen.
Big strikeout.
A big strikeout at the Astros game.
Yeah, Blake Taylor. I just was saying the GB Links. He's come in and he's got a strikeout to get the Astros out of that mini jam in the 6th inning. So good on him. Great to see. Great to see from Jake Taylor. The Red Sox are back on base, Molly.
Yeah, there was a real rookie error from Iglesias, and it just got hit to him. He caught it clean in his glove and then just dropped it, and then somebody else fumbled it picking it up. So there is now runner on base, Pereza, I believe his name is.
For the Orioles, that double play was crucial because that would have scored a run as well. So can the Red Sox bounce back again? Jays, Rays, Steve, what is happening there?
Yeah, the umps just called a little bit of time on Ken Giles. Just everything's calming down. We're still on 2 balls, no strikes. He's, as I said just a little bit a minute ago, just taking his time. Actually, a lot of the Jays players looking very nervous on the bench. A big swing of the bat here by the Rays could end this for us. That's a really wild pitch. That was well out of the strike zone. So that's 3 balls. 3 balls, no, final out.
This could be heartbreak. Ken Giles, the big
I
hitting
might be hanging up in a minute.
This could be disastrous. Usually topping 100, 102 mile an hour. I was cool little link. I was at Ken Giles' first ever debut in majors for the Phillies. Hit 100 mile an hour 4 times. That was as good as that game
Amazing.
got.
Yeah, great stuff.
We knew
we had Aaron Loop on a little bit earlier as well, so there's another little bit of Toronto Phillies connection.
Yes, yeah. Oh, we like that.
They've just walked him. Loaded
bases loaded. And the Jays, they were up 4-2 and looking in firm control. And now bases loaded, 2 outs.
Yeah. Pete Walker, the pitching coach, is just coming to the mound to have a bit of a discussion.
My word, Ken Giles is usually pretty reliable in these situations. This is a huge moment for the Jays. Big divisional game. The Jays are on the verge of a big 2-1 series win, and the bases are juiced for the Rays with 2 outs. Just 1 more out, and the Jays have done it. The Red Sox could not take advantage.
No, they definitely could not. Unfortunately, just a hit to right field that got fielded and to the pitcher at first, and then that was it. So, yes. Out at first for Devers, and we move to the top of the 9th. Exciting times for the Orioles.
Exciting times.
Bases juiced.
Bases for the 3rd time tonight. Pete, the Phillies have bases juiced. They've obviously walked Diddy then for the 3rd time. Pitcher. Can the Phillies get something out of this, please?
Unbelievable. 4-pitch walk. Gene Segura in now. Yeah, they did not want anything to do with Hoskins. Really anything to do with Harper or Realmuto or Didi. So we're into Gene Segura, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Brad Boxberger. Get your emojis ready, guys. Oh, that is massive!
Shut up, Pete.
No, it's not. Caught in left field. It looked massive. Sorry, mate.
Speaking of bases juice, we have bases juice over here in Oakland. Shohei Ohtani cannot throw a strike to save his life.
I did warn. I am back, by the way. I did warn about this pre-game. His command in summer camp was looking very off, and so far today it's been the same. So bases loaded.
Hang on, Nick. You said in the prediction pod he'd be MVP.
Well, he can still be MVP and have a bit of iffy command, can't you?
No.
Wait till he gets 20 bombs.
Bases loaded, no one out. We've got Matt Olson at the plate, who I believe hit a walk-off grand slam in game 1, wasn't it, Nick?
He did indeed, unfortunately.
And sorry, boys, it's a kick off because the Rays, Jays, 4-2, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, bases loaded, Steve.
Yeah, still same count. Well, 1 ball, 1 strike at the moment. They're just resetting after the pitching a visit by Pete Walker. So Ken Giles is back in pitching. He's just thrown another ball, so the count is 2-1. We've got Chin Man Choi for the Rays at the plate. To be honest, he's just looking to get anything on the ball with his bat. He wants to just get some runners home. Not necessarily looking for the big swing to walk it off, but just to get the Rays back in the game, right on a knife edge.
Big chance for the Astros here in the 6th.
Astros with a man on 3rd, I can see that.
Yeah, lead off from Josh Reddick to open up the 6th, and the red hot bat of Machete Maldonado is at the plate right now, facing Carla. Who's he facing? He's facing Edwards Jr. This is a real chance for the Astros to tack on another run or two here.
Steve, Rays 2-1 count, 2 outs, bases loaded, 4-2 up.
Yeah, the count's up to 3-1 now.
3-1, oh my
3-1. And there's Charlie Montoya's coming on. I think that might be Ken Giles' time. He looks like he might have injured himself actually. They got the physio on as well. Yeah, no, Ken Giles has been taken off, so we're going to have a pitching change here.
Pitching change here. Quickly to the Cardinals Pirates, Leon. It looks like the Cards are mounting a fight back.
Yeah, we've got runners on first and third, so the runners on the corners here. It's not been a great deal of action, but this is a really good chance for them to get back into this game right now.
They are in the bottom of the 7th, and I've got a bad feeling that something's happened at the Angels.
Yeah, we've got a run for Oakland.
Just walked in a run. He did throw a strike though, so
I think there was a graphic, Nick, wasn't it? So he threw. I think it will be 12 balls and only 7 strikes so far, and he's up to 20 pitches already. So
Callaway's out, the interpreter's out.
Everyone's at the mound.
Everyone's having a visit.
So it's still bases loaded, no outs.
Oh, and the A's could be really blowing the game open already. Steve, are they back playing at the Trop?
No, we're still waiting for the pitching change at the moment. So, everything's just calmed down for a moment. We're just going to take our breath. I'm not quite sure who's coming on yet. That hasn't been announced. So, still waiting for the pitching change to take place.
And Molly, the Orioles, can they tack on to that lead? How's it going there?
Well, we've had another pitching change from the Red Sox. So Austin Bryce is now pitching. So literally, Cole Salsa had. Oh no, that was for the Orioles. Sorry, Barnes had 1 inning, I believe. So it's literally there's been about 5 or 6 different pitchers. It's been a bit mad. But Austin Bryce now pitching. We are 1 out, 1 on base. Top of the 9th.
Top of the 9th. The Orioles could be huge insurance run if they can get anything out. Jamie Guest says UK Card says their game is not worth watching at the moment. Well, they could be bouncing back. No, they're not. Sorry, no. The Pirates have wrapped that one up. So that's going to the top of the 8th. That's been rolling on nicely. Quickly, before we go back to the Jays, quickly to Mike, the Cubs Brewers. Not heard from you in a while. How's it going?
Just kind of going along his business at the moment, Dave. Brewers have got someone on second with 1 out, top of the 7th, but still 5-1. Not really anything happening at the moment.
Right, and back. Steve, are we back underway?
So Brian Moran has come on for the Jays. He's just throwing a few warm-up pitches at the moment. Just waiting for him to settle in before the game gets back underway.
And who's up for the Rays?
So we got G-Man Choi on base at the moment.
G-Man Choi.
G-Man Choi. Yeah, he's gone for 1 for 4 tonight. It's apprehension all around the Jays camp, I think.
I can imagine. Molly, the Orioles could be looking at 2 on base here, full count.
You are ahead of me, Dave. Sorry.
Spoiler.
So I'm assuming the next one is a strike, and then the one after that is a ball.
Oh, no.
But I mean, could be quite possible.
Could be quite. I'll leave it there. I'll let you come to me on that one.
Yeah.
Nathan, Twins, White Sox. If you're still awake.
Well, it's been a bit of a quiet one since the 10 runs for the Twins. Been a bit of nothing in end. two scoreless innings. Encarnacion's just popped out there, so it's 2 outs. We're bottom of the 6th now. The best thing to happen is I've just had my first Twinkie. That's probably the best thing that's
You're on
happened
a
in the
road
last.
to nowhere there, mate. Mate, good luck to you tonight. From experience, you don't want many more than one. Good luck with those. Right.
What, about 7, Dave?
Yeah, that was 5 a.m. Mate, just know when to stop with Twinkies. Oh, action at the Troop. Steve, if you're there.
Sorry, I'll just turn on my mic for you. So Brian Moran on his first pitch, because he came in on a 3-1 count, threw a ball, and so walked in the runner on his first pitch. So, now we've got Brandon Lowe up for the Rays.
And Molly, was that Molly?
Yeah, with my full count.
with your full count, what?
It looked like Davis had hit a home run, but it bounced off the wall, the lovely, famous, humongous wall at Fenway Park there.
The Green Monster.
Yeah, so it came back, but it looks like we've maybe got runners on at second and third. I'm just waiting to confirm that. I don't think nobody got a run in, so it looks like runners on second and third, as far as I can tell.
Right, so the Orioles are on the verge. Quickly back to the Troop.
Yeah,
no,
we're still.
Tell a lie. Sorry, they got one run in, and there's a runner on second, so it's 7-4 to the Orioles.
7-4 Orioles, which would make this Jays win even bigger if they can just close this game out.
He's safe. They've tied the game.
No!
They've tied the game.
The Rays have tied it with 2 outs.
I cannot believe it.
I
cannot believe it. Brandon Lowe drove it into short right field, and they just delayed on the pickup and didn't get it across to first base. Is it going to be reviewed? He might be. I think he's in.
So is it for to tie the game? Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
it looks like it. Oh my word! The Rays have done it. 2 outs, 4-2 down. They've tied it, and the bases are still loaded. Oh, Steve, I feel for you, man.
Early. So he's going to a review, but to be honest, on the video replay that I can see, it looks like he got to the bag before Brian Moran could get over, and he's called safe. The game is tied 4-4.
Is that your head banging against? Is that your head banging against the keyboard, Steve?
Oakland
desk. Oh, that's Oakland, is it?
Oakland, yeah.
3-0. Yeah, Otani Canos hit one out the right field. 3-0.
Otani
No out.
might not make it out the first here. The rate he's going, he really is struggling.
I am so happy I made a hype video for Otani this morning. Really delighted about it.
Straight in the bin that goes. The comments.
Do you know what, Dave? I'd honestly rather be watching the Tigers and Reds again.
I think you secretly enjoyed that one, mate.
I don't know about that.
The A's bullpen is going, so he's going to struggle to get out of the first here.
We got Cycle Watch again. Miggy
Rojas must be up then. Yeah,
needs a double for the Cycle.
Good luck.
Struck out. No Cycle.
Is that Hector?
Again for the Marlins.
Hector Neris saves it right. Steve, I'm nervous for you, buddy.
Yeah, they're just hanging in there at the moment. Yeah, I think that's taking the wind out their sails. Count is 1-1. We've got Yandy Diaz up on the plate. He's just put the ball out into foul territory. Oh, the nerves. We just need to get through this inning.
This is unbelievable. I thought they were coasting.
They had this game in the bag.
You just had their 4-0 Oakland, but it's all about this one right here.
That's it. Yeah, they've got through. It's all out, so 4-4, so going into extra.
We're going to extras. So extras at the trots of the big sigh of relief. You'll take that after what's just been happening.
Yeah, absolutely. There's still a chance, isn't there? There's still a chance.
And a runner at second, of course. So they will come into the new rules over there. So into extras they go. The Phillies are upping it up. Hey, what about the Orioles? Molly.
Move to the bottom of the ninth, and they've got 7 runs in, so they've got a 3-run lead. And I'm not so sure. The Red Sox are kind of looking a bit defeated. I'm not sure they can win it back, but we shall see.
Unbelievable. So the Orioles 7-4.
What a day for underdogs, eh?
Ohtani's taken out.
Ohtani pulled. Yeah, Ohtani's been pulled. Yeah.
No outs. 4 runs in, 3 hits, 2 on base. He's out the game.
Ohtani has not got out the first inning. And D-backs nil, Padres nil. But Padres have had a great start to the season as well. So we've got extras in the Rays versus the Jays. Red Sox, Lucy, I feel deflated. The Rays fans are happy in the chat. Glenn Miller.
It's another run at Busch Stadium for the Pirates.
And the well, yeah, Molly's saying the day for the underdogs. The Pirates, the Tigers have won. The Pirates now, 5-1 now, Leon?
Well, not Philip Evans with a double scoring Josh Bell all the way from first.
And the Pirates are finally going to get their first win up and it could be only the Mariners yet to get a win.
I've just had a text that just says, imagine the Tigers, Marlins and Orioles all win in the same day.
And the Pirates as well. Yeah, add them to the list.
Imagine it.
This has been quite a day so far. So we'll go back to, I think let Steve have a little break because I imagine he's not in the best of moods right
Cheers,
now.
Cheers,
mate. So let's go. Marlins, they're in the bottom of the 9th there now. Can the Marlins hold it out? Who's in pitching for them? Pete?
Yeah, Dave, Kinsler's just come in for the Marlins. Where are we up to here? Jay Bruce up to bat. So
Jay Bruce with a triple and a double.
Yeah, can you believe the triple? Wow.
Big
Absolute wheels. 2 for 3 today. Kinsler in, absolute ground baller. Let's see how we go.
So they're about to try and close off the 9th. It's still D-backs nil, Padres nil. I've got nobody on that one, but I don't think we're going for too much longer. We'll see how these all turn out. Steve, who is at bat for the Rays?
No, it says Jay's up to bat.
Jays.
Yeah. It's all happening. We've got, I can't quite see who's on base. It should be, I've lost it on my sheet, to be honest, Dave. I can't see who they brought in. I'll come back to me in 2 seconds.
We'll come back to you, mate. We'll come back to you. Molly, the Orioles are going to try and close this out. How are we looking there?
Well, I think my feed, it might be a little bit behind, but we've just had one batter up for the Red Sox, and he just got out at first. I'm not quite sure who that was. Again, very confusing that they don't have their names on jerseys.
Yeah, it doesn't help anybody. But the Orioles are 2 outs away from a huge series win at Fenway. That would be absolutely incredible. Quickly pop to Mike, who's watching the Brewers versus the Cubs. How's that one going?
Hi, Dave. It's bottom of the 7th. So we just turned a double play to end the Brewers inning. Bobby Wall is coming in for the Brewers to pitch, who sounds like he should have his own range of like hairstyle.
Yeah.
At the moment it's 5-1 Cubs still. Javi Baez is lead off in his inning, 2-2, and come back to me when you can.
Yeah, good stuff from the Cubs. They look in pretty good control over there against the Brewers. Tracy, how about the Rockies versus the Rangers?
Well, Rockies UK will be happy bunnies because it is still 4-2 and we are in bottom 7 with, I think, 2 outs.
2 outs.
2 outs.
And the Rockies, who lost the first game on the opening night, trying to bounce back and get a big 2-1 victory for them as well. Steve?
Great job by Blake Taylor.
Oh, sorry. In fact, George, I was coming to you then, mate. I forgot we haven't been to you in a while. Astros versus Mariners.
Yeah, Blake Taylor, who I mentioned before, he just had a 1-2-3 7th inning to keep the game rolling for the Astros. Still 5-4, so all to play for here with the bottom of the 7th for the Astros right now. This game could definitely go either way. I think there's a little twist left in this one. We definitely need an insurance run.
And Pete, the game is nearly over.
2 outs, bottom 9. The goose is loose, though, at the plate, so who knows? Let's see, but it's not looking good for the Phillies. I mean, for the Marlins to win this with 4 players going down with COVID would be sensational after being 4-0 down after the first.
Yeah,
Let's see.
It really would. It really would. And of course, you got the Orioles next. You're about to wrap it up against the Red Sox. Marlins, Orioles. Oh, what a series that's going to be.
We've got 4 games, two at home at Marlins Park, and then two with them boys. So, yep, we got 4 to come against the Orioles. Why not us?
And the Phillies
5-0.
5-0 for the A's at the Angels, and of course the Phillies roll on to the Yankees.
We did get a double play though, so we have had 2 outs now finally.
So silver linings, ain't it?
Yeah, silver linings there. The Padres have got a man on the bottom of the second in that one, no outs there. And Steve, at the Jays, can they get that man on the second round?
Well, yeah, there's the big question. So 1 out. So Danny Johnson came in as the runner on second base. He was then switched for Santiago Espinal. So he is our runner. We've currently got Lourdes Gurriel Jr., who's going 1-2 for tonight at bat. And we just want to try and turn a run in because we're going to be on the back foot if we don't get a run out of this inning.
You see how that's the thing. Yeah, you're a man on second. You're facing a possibility of a walk-off straight away, aren't you? With 1 ball into the field.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a killer.
Let's have
another walk here, Dave. Another walk. The goose has been walked.
The goose has been walked. Oh, they pitched to him, you cowards.
Exactly. Scared of him. So Kinsler's 2 outs, but walked the goose. So.
It's
Hazley's up now. 4 for 5 day for Hazley. Absolutely putting up numbers here.
Let's go to Fenway. Molly.
I'm sat here with the most shocked look on my face. I wish I could have the camera on because I just couldn't understand what was happening. I thought my phone had glitched. It turns out Solster's back on the mound.
Oh, so it's not finished?
No. Solster's back on the mound. I'm very confused.
Wow, should have been ball game here in with the Marlins Phillies. Should have been ball game. An error from Kinsler. Unbelievable scenes. Now runners on third and second for the Phillies.
Stop it.
Scenes continue.
Will you calm down because you're getting me excited again?
Dave, we've tried to steal third base and they've pipped him. They've pipped him. Yeah, so we've lost our runner.
Molly, the game has finished. According to MLB.
I must be so behind. I don't know what's going on with my feed, but
Dave said it's final.
There it is. There's game.
There it is. Game. Ball game over. The Orioles
only a year behind.
Have beaten the Red Sox.
Unbelievable.
Dave, you can come back to me for a minute. So our runner's coming into third base, slid in, and the tag looks like it has missed him. So I think the Jays are going to review that. It definitely, from my perspective, I mean, the umps called it out, but he was standing on the blind side of the player coming in, and I think that's safe.
Wow, so it could be a man on third with what? Just 1 out there, Steve?
We are one out if it gets called safe. Yeah, so they're putting up as 2 out at the moment, but I think that's going to be overturned. So it's our new guy coming in, Santiago. I mean, he's looked really good in the training summer camp. So he's been brought in as the runner. So we'll see whether that's going to be overturned.
Can the Rays, the Jays make the Rays pay?
Vaughn Wrigley.
Wrigley. Mike, what we got there?
Yeah, so I know there's bigger things going on, but Wilson Contreras, solo home run, 6-1 Cubs, bottom of the 7th.
6-1 Cubs, and the Cubs have pretty much now got that
ball game.
And that's the words I did not want to hear.
11-6. Hoskins finally swung the bat, drilled one straight to third base. Brian Anderson picked it. I tell you, if he didn't glove that, there was at least 2 runners scoring. What a win for the Marlins. Can you believe that? COVID struck down 11-6. Absolute scenes for the Marlins. 2-1.
And the Marlins roll on to the 2-1 Orioles.
So Orioles v Marlins tomorrow then?
Yes!
What a game. I tell you,
coming off wins. That's going to be an immense game.
I'm going to keep an eye on that one. That is one I think we'll be thinking about.
Dave, didn't you predict the
No, I didn't
Orioles to
predict
win
anything.
less than 10?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't predict anything of the sort. There you go. So the Orioles, and Molly, the Orioles players must have been ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean, they looked blooming happy. But yeah, I think them and Marlins both winning, going on to play that game tomorrow is going to be a really good game. How exciting.
Really looking forward to that. Mike, did you say your game was 6-1?
Yeah, 6-1, Dave.
Thank you.
Bottom of the seventh, 2 outs.
Sorry, I was getting the cash up.
Here we go, Dave. They're running for it. Coming in. Yes. Jays are on board.
Jays are on board. The Jays have struck in extras first. They take the 5-4 lead. Can they hold this one?
Yeah, so what happened there was the call got overturned as he slid into third base, and Lourdes Gurriel has just flied out to centre field, which gave him enough time to tag up, and actually was reasonably safe as he came into home plate.
So the call was overturned. The Rays have the Jays have made the. I'm so glad when this series finishes. The Jays have made the Rays pay. It is 5-4 with how many outs, Steve?
We are still on 1 out.
Still on 1 out.
Sorry, two out.
2 outs there. Pete, congratulations to the Marlins and thank you for your time tonight, mate. You enjoyed it? Silly question.
That has been absolutely nuts. A lot of fun. So much fun. Do you need me for more? What do you need?
We're going to wrap it up pretty shortly. I think once this Jays Rays game is finished, I think that's going to be it.
Good man. Well,
3 hours was the limit, I think.
Dave, you've been awesome on the host. Sorry we had to beat you, but
done,
wow, the Marlins.
Wow,
what
the
a show this has
Marlins.
been. Let's make sure we do this again.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Now I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, lots of positive comments on YouTube as well.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just trying to get through them. The chat goes so quick on there. And Molly, thank you to you, and wow to the Orioles as well. What a game.
I know. My eyeshadow that nobody can see and is getting absolutely no payoff has obviously worked. Don't worry, Red Sox fans. I did also wear my slightly Red Sox themed jersey. But obviously, the eyeshadow took it in the end.
So, Molly, thank you so much, and we'll definitely get you back on again next time we do it. Will you be up for that?
Yeah, definitely. I've eaten so many. I've been snacking through Haribo pencils, and I didn't quite realise how many I'd eaten. And I think I might end up watching that game at 3 a.m. The Giants Dodgers game.
Yeah, you're well on your way. Nice little sugar high there, Molly. Thank you very much. So that is that done and dusted. So let's go to Twins White Sox.
It's still a quiet game here, Dave. The best thing that's happened is Calvin Herrera's came in for a pitching change for the White Sox in the top of the 8th. But I think this might be it now. It probably end 10-2. Maybe another run or two for either team, but I can't see much happening now.
Nath, I hear you deflated. I feel you, mate. It's tough doing this when your teams are being spanked. Steve, Jay, are the Jays holding on?
Just warming up for the bottom of the 10th. So Sean Yamaguchi is coming on. So he was originally a starter, and then more in recent years has been moved to a reliever. So he's got a bit of something behind him. Let's hope he can get us across the line. Of course, the Rays also start with a runner on second. So yeah, we've got to watch that one.
So is that the first 10th inning of the year?
No,
I think there's been some others.
Mets last night in the 10th, didn't they, Trace?
Shut up, you.
No, there's
Angels
been a few.
lost.
Angels, got walked off, didn't they? In the 10th.
Yeah. In the 10th, yeah.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, sorry, Nick.
This is all so depressing.
Yeah, telling me.
I'm so depressed.
It's been a miserable opening weekend for some of us. Like they should just cancel the season, shouldn't they? Really, but.
Yeah, with all these outbreaks, I think that's the only thing to do now.
Shut it down.
Cancel the season. Yeah, agreed.
Lucy says, massive thanks to everyone who's involved tonight. Great job, everybody. Can't wait for the next stream. Yeah, we'll be back in better next one. I know what we're doing now. I know the mistakes, so we'll get it on Facebook next time as well. So yeah, teething issues, but I think 3 hours. My voice is going.
It's gone one. It's gone well, Dave. You've done a brilliant job.
Thank you, mate.
Great job, mate. Great job.
I'm literally running on adrenaline now because my energy levels have been sapped.
You should have saved your Twinkies, Dave.
Yeah, I know. But then that would have sent me over the edge the other way. Let's go, Leon. Watching Pirates Cardinals 5-1 Pirates. Is this looking like game over here?
Pretty much. It's kind of died off a bit. The Cardinals not really putting up too much resistance, to be honest. Top of the ninth now, so Jared Dyson at bat. And the way they've played, you really can't see him coming back at this stage. But you never know. Baseball's a crazy game.
Yeah, well, I was going to say you can never call it in baseball. Tracy, I tell you, you're going to be pretty happy. Your game started later than everybody else's, and you're at the top of the eighth now as well. It's rolling on nicely.
Yeah, 4-2 top 8 with 1 out, and Charlie Blackman is at bat at the moment with Trevor Story, who got a walk, I believe.
Trevor Story, of course, 2 home runs tonight, I think, for Trevor.
That's right, yep.
Awesome. So, yeah, of course, neither of these two sides had home run or got a home run before tonight, and the Rockies have now had 2 with Trevor Story getting them both. Right, let's go. Can the Jays this time finish it off against the Rays, Steve?
We always live in hope, Dave. So no outs at the moment. So, sort of slow start for Yamaguchi. He's just, again, taking his time. Everybody's looking very pensive because one big hit, that's us done with obviously the runner on second. So, tight tensions going on here.
From yourself, I can imagine as well. It's been one of those nights for you.
It's ridiculous. It's the third game of the season, and yet I think just because of the enormity of the short season this year, every game counts, doesn't it? And and I think where we felt it was in the bag and they've let it slip, it just feels like, if they did lose it, it would be a bigger loss than perhaps a normal one. But let's be positive. They're ahead.
Yeah, you're ahead, Steve. I was going to say.
They're ahead. Yeah, absolutely. Let's be positive. We'll get these 3 outs and go and have a stiff drink.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Let's go to the Astros Mariners. I can see the Mariners are trying to pull up a bit of a comeback here. George. George ain't there. Why is it every time I go, George, he's not there?
So can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hello,
I can hear you now, George.
Yeah, we've got your man Austin Nola at the plate right now with 1 man on. In the 8th, and Chris Davinsky's pitching. I could be famous last words. He seems in fairly decent control. Gave up an early hit, but he's only made 8 pitches, but he doesn't seem rattled. His location's been good. He got a strikeout after that, so 1 out in the 8th. It's one of those moments where hopefully he can keep it together. He's tried to steal a base there, and he has successfully stolen a base. That's Lopez, and now they have a man on second. That is the tying run on second.
So the Mariners giving a good fight in this one.
Yeah, big time.
So the Mariners are just 1 run down there, 5-4 down. As you can see on the screen there, the game's still going on as now the Rays have the man at second. Of course, in extra innings, the Mariners now have a man at second. I think the White... No, it's the Twins. Twins man on base, of course it was. And I think the Rockies as well looking to extend. So, Steve, is there any outs?
No outs. We got full count. So it's.
You must be sick of full counts tonight.
I haven't. We've had a lot of them tonight, actually. And to be fair to both teams, they've both worked the pitches well. They've been patient at the plate. They've not been chasing after things that are well outside the box. We haven't had a massive amount of strikeouts from either side, so it's been steady from that perspective. But yeah, the Rays at the moment, it's Jose Martinez who's just battling away with Yamaguchi. Just foul tipping them into territory until he sees the pitch that he wants to hit.
13 now for the Twins. Another home run. Nelson Cruz again.
Oh, my word. Nelson Cruz having an absolute weekend so far for the Twins.
8 RBIs today.
Oh, my word. 8 RBIs, and the Twins have come out the blocks swinging away. 13 runs tonight. What was it on Friday, Nathan?
So on Friday they scored 10. Yesterday they scored 5, and today another 13. Well, 13. They could probably score another couple before this game ends.
What's it been down to, Nathan? Have the White Sox just been bad at pitching, or have the Twins just been so hot at bat?
Well, on Friday night it was poor pitching. And then yesterday, when we had Keuchel in, it looked brilliant. We just looked unstoppable. And then tonight, it's just been poor pitching again. I don't know what's gone on. I don't know if they've said something.
Was Otani on the mound for you, Nate?
Oh, I wish he was.
There's a ton on the mound for you, yeah.
It's probably only been 8.
There's been some blowouts. There's been some close games as well. Steve, how are those nerves holding? Oh.
Well, we've just got to walk. So we've now got runners on first and second. And now Pete Walker, the pitching coach for the Jays, is coming out to the mound for another visit to calm everybody down. But unfortunately, Yamaguchi has just walked the first batter. So nobody out. Runners on first and second.
Tie game.
And is that a tie game at the Mariners at Astros? Is that you, George?
Yep, it is indeed. Yep, it is now 5-5, and the threat hasn't ended in this inning yet as well. That's who's tied that up? Was that
was that Austin Nola?
It wasn't Nola. No, Nola did get on base, but it wasn't Nola. It was I think it was Shed Long, if I'm not mistaken.
He's in my team as well. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was Shed Long.
Yeah. Fantasy points, Dave.
That's all. That's all I've got to keep me going tonight is my fantasy team. Austin Nola, Shed Long. You've made my night. I'll take those points. And to tie it against the Astros as well. So 5-5 there. Steve, I hope it's not going to be heartbreak, mate.
I don't like your confidence, Dave. You're making me nervous. At the moment, we've obviously just had the pitching mound, so no action since you last spoke to me. So runners on first and second, no outs, bottom of the 10th. And
I tell you what, Steve, I'm not going to keep you on too long because let's go to the A's game. I can tell it's a real nervous time for you. Angels 5-0 down against the A's, Nick and Jack, and the A's have more runners on base.
Yeah, 2 men on base now, 1 out, I think. It's not Nick, going well.
I sound bad. Nathan sounds depressed. Steve's heading that way now.
Honestly, Dave, I think I preferred covering a team when it wasn't my own. This is pretty depressing to watch.
Yes, it is quite. It's not good, is it, Nick? It's
Dave. Do you want to come back?
Well, not good.
Hang on, boys. Rays
coming in for the run. They've walked it off. They've walked it off.
Oh.
Yeah. Kevin Killmeyer drove it out to right field and right into the far corner of the ballpark. Runners set off nice and early. First one came in to tie the ball game, but they have also brought in their second runner, and they have just walked off the game. I cannot believe it.
Steve,
this is the last time I'm doing this.
Oh no, we've had more unhappy people than happy people tonight.
There'll be another unhappy one in a minute.
Oh no! Well, if it's you, we don't care about the Astros. But,
oh wow!
Steve, I'm absolutely gutted for you. That, like what Leon said here on, that's baseball. It changes just like that, mate.
We were 1 out away from winning that game 6-4, and I don't know what to say, Dave. It's just so depressing.
Right.
So depressing. But there you go. That's baseball for you, isn't it? I think that the best thing about baseball is because, okay, let's put it behind us. We bounce back in the next series as we go to the Washington Nationals, and let's get some wins under our belt again.
Before you play us, just because we need those wins as well. Well, but Steve, thank you.
We should cover that game.
Yeah, well, I'm depressed. We're all depressed tonight, aren't we? Steve, thank you for doing that for us tonight, even though you had to watch that and commentate through it. That must have been pretty difficult, but thank you for your time, buddy. Thank you.
Pleasure. Great to be with everybody. Well done, everyone. It's been a great evening, and let's do it again.
Absolutely. Right. We're nearly there. I think we'll just... who's nearly done? The rest are nearly done as well. But George... what has happened at the Astros?
Runs at Wrigley.
Well, forget that's a strange sign, George. Runs at Wrigley. Mike, what's happened here?
So Hatch just hit a 2-1 homer. First was juiced. He was 1-2 in the count. He's found a pitch, and Justin Grimm, who's actually an ex-Cubs pitcher, giving one that was just too juicy to miss and hit into left field. And we are now 8-1, no outs at the bottom of the 8th. And I think this is probably game over.
8-1 Cubs, and the Brewers have just not got going this series at all with the bats and the pitching, which was a bit of a concern coming into this as it was. And they have been torched by the Cubs, 8-1. If George is back, we'll go to the Mariners because that is getting interesting as well. It's 5-5 and they have a man on third and first. George, you there?
Yes, indeed. Yes, it's a men on the corners for the big hitting Carl Lewis with Davinsky still struggling away on the mound at the moment. This is a big moment in this game. If he can get out this inning, it will feel like we've dodged a bit of a bullet. So let's see what he can do here. It's an 0-1 count. Another strike, 0-2 now.
And could this be a night of big upsets? The Tigers, the Orioles, the Marlins. It's not a big upset, to be honest. They always beat the Phillies. But can the Pirates, of course, have just about wrapped it up, Leon?
Yeah, 2 men out for the Cardinals. Matt Carpenter, the last hope as it stands.
There's been a bit of a surprise here, Leon, because the Cardinals have comfortably put the Pirates aside in the first 2 games.
Yeah, the Pirates hadn't played well the first 2, but they've been comfortable today. It's like Matt Carpenter's just fouled one off his leg, so he looks in a bit of pain here. But yeah, it would be if they can hold out, which it looks like they will. It's a great result for the Pirates tonight.
A great result for the Pirates and a great result, of course, for the Reds who lost tonight. And, of course, the Cubs who are 2-1 up. They would go level with the Cardinals at 2-1 as it stood. Mike,
Angels got out the inning, Dave. We got out the inning.
Angels got out the inning? Is that where we're at with the Angels?
Yeah, no more damage. It's still 5-0. The comeback can still happen.
Yeah, mate, the way the night's gone. Well, it happened to the Rays, unfortunately, at Steve's expense, so you never know. But as you can see, look, Seattle still have 2 men on base. They could take the lead, let alone tie level. And that is pretty much it. We're at the top of the 9th for most innings. Let's just see it out, shall we? We might as well.
Big time. Come on, we've got to see this out.
We've got to see this out. George is back. So, George, what's happening at your game now with the Astros?
It says 2-2 count.
Run at Wrigley.
Run at Wrigley. We've heard that a lot tonight.
Sorry, George. I'll keep it quite simple. Anthony Rizzo home run to left field, 9-1 Cubs.
Anthony Rizzo.
Mariners take the lead. Mariners take the lead.
And the Mariners take the lead.
Oh wow! And I think it's 2 runs scored there. The second one at the plate. I would like to see a replay on that one. It's 7-5 Mariners now in the 8th.
What a night!
And it was So I thought it was Nola who hit that. No, it was Nola who scored. But yeah.
No, who hit it? I've got 3.
It was.
I've got 3 Mariners in my team.
Who was it? It was Lewis again. It was.
Wow, what a season that man's having so far.
Astro killer.
He certainly has. He's had 2 home runs. He had.
Need to see this play at the plate. Hold on a second. How is it? Oh wow! Yeah, I think Maldonado's not got the tag in time, and it's clearly in 7-5. Yeah, wow! What an upset on the cards here.
7-5 to the Mariners. This has been quite a night. Orioles winning, Pirates winning, Tigers winning, the Marlins winning. And now look at this. The Mariners are up against the Astros. 7-2.
All over at St. Louis.
All over at St. Louis. And that is job done for the Pirates. In terms of the game itself, Leon, who really impressed you in this game?
Starting pitcher for the Pirates, who came in with not a great record. He was 1-5 in his career. But he's done really well. Mitch Keller. So I think he takes the win, which is his second career victory. He pitched really well. I didn't have great expectations for him coming into the game, having looked at his ERA and his previous record, but he pitched well today. There was not a lot went on in the game. I was disappointed by the Cardinals, but good win for the Pirates.
Excellent win for the Pirates. And Leon, like everybody else, thank you for your time, mate, and joining us. And hopefully we'll get you on when the Dodgers are playing, mate.
Yeah, we'll love to be back.
Fantastic, awesome stuff. So that is the Pirates off and running. And I think, as it would stand, would everybody have won a game this year? I think if the Mariners won this, I think everybody who hadn't won would have won a game. I'm pretty sure. I think it was just the Pirates and the Mariners who hadn't won one. So looks like everyone's going to be up and running. George, the Mariners are still posing a threat.
Yeah, very much so. They are man on first, and they've got Kyle Seager at the plate, still facing Chris Davinsky. He must have faced 3 batters now, surely. I don't know why he's still pitching in this game. Him out. I have no idea why he's still pitching. Unfortunately, this one's on him. If we can get out this inning, then we've got 6 outs to try and get these 2 runs back. So I guess it's not over as it stands, but we need to end this inning right now.
And go on,
Dave, we've got 2 on, no out, and Mike Trout at the plate. So could be an interesting one.
Could be a moment for the Angels there, who are trailing already to the Athletics. And by the way, the D-backs are yet to win. The Padres are won. 100% at the moment, and they are currently 1-0 up. The Padres, in fact, have just taken the lead. I think Eric Hosmer has possibly hit a solo home run. So the Padres, who are 2-0, and in fact, Charles Baldwin has just confirmed in the comments, Eric Hosmer home run, 1-0 Padres. And they have won all their games so far. So the D-backs have had a struggling start to the season as it stands. Right, let's draw a little bit of breath. So as you can see, Nathan, the White Sox, how's that been?
Well, we've just
apart from the obvious.
Yeah, we've just had an injury in bottom of the 8th to the Twins pitcher Thorpe. Abreu's hit a single straight into his ankle. So as he's limped off to grab it, Abreu's made it to first base, but they're going to be making a pitcher change now. So I've just got a bit of a delay in the game. But it's not going to make any change. I can't see.
Michael Nelson Trout, 3-run home run, 3-run home run. Michael Nelson Trout.
And the Angels, and amazing how your mood changes, doesn't it?
Is this guy good, Nick? Is he any good? I've never heard of him before.
Is he all right?
He's a good prospect. Time will tell, I think, whether he'll have a career in the big leagues. But he's just hit a 3-run shot.
And
no outs.
And that, for the Angels, brings them right back in the game. One swing of the bat changes it all, and the Angels are right back in it against the A's. Let's go back to George. What about the Mariners? Can they extend this lead?
No, I think it's over now finally. But 7-5, and that's a big blow in terms of this game for us. 6 outs to try and turn this around again. I don't know who's going to be pitching the 8th for the Mariners, but this is going to be a big moment for them. Can they hold on and pull off what would be another upset on this, as you're saying, day of upsets, if you like? I did say there could be another twist before, and there was. I still feel like there might be another one. You never know, but be worth checking back in on this one in a minute.
We will come back to that shortly.
Double for Daniel Murphy in top of the 9th. Still 4-2 to the Rockies.
And the Rangers are running out of time, as Tracy just said there. 4-2 to the Rockies, and they're heading to the bottom of the 9th. Well, there's one more. Is there one more out, I believe, Trace?
There are no outs in top of the 9th, and you've got Daniel Murphy.
Oh, Daniel Murphy. Sorry, I completely missed that. I thought you said double play. Sorry. So, yeah, Daniel Murphy's hit a double.
Yeah.
No outs for the Rockies. Big insurance runs that would be, because they're only 2 ahead of the Rangers at the top of the 9th there. Let's go. So, are the Angels still in the inning?
Still in the inning, yeah, Dave. Just 1 out, no one on at the moment. But that looks a lot more manageable, doesn't it? Still in the top of the 3rd and only 2 runs down. So very much back in the game. That's what happens when you have a 3-time MVP, probably the best player of a generation there. That's what he can do. It was a 3-0, to be fair. It was a meatball from Fires. Usually, hold on a minute. Justin Upton's just hit one deep. Oh, it's on the warning track. Yeah, he's caught on the 3:30 sign. Nearly another one back for the Angels there, but that's 2 out.
Ronnie Max says, chilling with you guys in my ear and flicking between games on the Xbox app has been really great. Thank you, Ronnie. Charles Baldwin's keeping on that D-backs game for us. It's the end of the 3rd inning with the Padres leading 1-0 against the D-backs. And Jason Jordan Trout goes yard for 3 runs. Yeah, we got a nice soundbite from Nick as that was happening. Right, we're the later games are about to wrap up with the bottom of the 8th, Twins 13-2 against the White Sox. Going to the bottom of the 8th again for the Mariners against the Astros, 7-5 Mariners. Cubs are 9-1 up, top of the 9th. The Cubs are trying to close that one out, and top of the 9th for the Rockies versus the Rangers. 1-0 Padres against D-backs, and 5-3 against the Angels and the A's. Tracy, the Rockies still a man on second. It looks like they could be walking another here.
Yeah, it's 3-0 to McMahon, so we shall see.
So big insurance runs. It looks like Mike. God, it's been such a long night. Mike, I know your name. The Brewers have got a man on, no outs. It would take a hell of a comeback for them to get back into this.
Yeah, it would. And we've actually got Jeremy Jeffers pitching, obviously ex-Brewer, but he hit smoke after his third pitch. So and he's 2-0 to Morrison. So at the moment, obviously I'm not too worried yet, but yeah, we could do just seeing this one out and putting it to bed, to be fair.
And it should be job done for the Cubs. Nathan's had a miserable night, but they've got a man at first.
Yeah, we've got Abreu at first. Grandal currently 2-0, 2-1 now. So you never know. This could start off a little bit of a comeback.
I love your optimism, mate. I love your optimism.
You never know. It could be 13-4 next time you come back to me.
Well,
I think the roof's just come into play at Globe Life.
The roof?
The roof, it's closed.
Big news at the Globe Life. The roof is closed.
No, the Rockies just hit something off the lights, I think, and they're trying to work out what the ground rules are.
Oh, I see. Right, I see what you're saying now. Right, yeah, of course. So, what is it at the Trop? Does anyone know when the Rays play when it hits the lights?
Not entirely sure.
Charles will know. He's in the comments. Somebody will know in the comments. Someone let me know what happens if it hits the roof or the lights in the Tropicana field at the Rays.
But the Rockies manager's currently having it out with the umpires.
Well, somebody will know. Somebody will let us know. Yeah. No doubt. Come on, get on. I am flagging.
Moore with a great defensive play, by the way, Dave. He caught it. He was pretty much in the ivy, and disappeared with the ball in his hand, and threw it straight to second. So yeah, Brewers 2 outs away from losing this.
Yep. So that's 1 down for the Cubs. They are heading to a 2-1 record as well. And of course, with the Reds losing to the Tigers earlier on, and the Pirates getting a win against the Cardinals, it will put Cubs joint top with the Cards and the division. D-backs are still 1-0 down to the Padres. Nick, are the Angels still in the top of the third?
No, it's just finished. We're in the middle now. Just waiting for the A's to come back. But 3 runs back there. We can't sniff at that, can we? Back in the ball game, and means I can hopefully enjoy the rest of the game with a bit of hope.
And we're heading to the 9th in Houston. George.
We are indeed pretty poor 8 there from the Astros. No real pressure put on the Mariners pitcher, Missy Avitz, whatsoever. Let's see what the Mariners can do in the 9th. Can they add on an insurance run, which would pretty much kill it off, or will they give the Astros a sniff to try and pull off some bottom of the 9th magic?
They're going to need it. Can the Mariners extend that one? They're about to go into the 9th there. White Sox, 2 men on base, Nath.
Yeah, Grandal, he was walked, and now we've got Encarnacion. He's on 0-2. Is he about to strike out? They're about to pitch. Is that a ball? Yeah, it's 1-2. And with the light situation, apparently it's judged where the ball lands. So if it's going to land in the stand and it's a fair hit, it'll be a home run. If not, it'll be a foul, or if they've caught it, an out.
There we go. See, somebody would know. Tracy, what has happened in that game?
It was called an out, but it sort of bounced off the lights and back into play. So, interesting.
Right, and it's still 4-2 to the Rockies. We are heading So the end of these games, the Rockies on top of the ninth. They're about to close out. The Cubs are 1 out away, Mike, from closing their game out.
Yeah, fly to centre, but at the moment, on base, it's
It's been a long night for all of us, mate, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm as knackered as you. So you just walked it. So Brewers are first and second loaded, but yeah, there's 2 out. So I'm hopeful.
I would be, mate. It'll take something miraculous for that one to be thrown away. The Mariners have only got 1 out at the top of the ninth, George.
Yep. Yeah, it's Brandon Bailey pitching for the Astros. Just got the first out of the inning. Fairly routine grounder to Carlos Correa at short. Just waiting to see who is up next for the Mariners. Is that Marmolejos? I think it might be. But yeah, it's nothing happening in this inning. Oh, I say that. Well, he has just lasered that down into right field, and he's going to get at least a double out of that. Well, I say that. How slow is he? Wow.
Is he out of first?
Running. Did he get? Yeah, he didn't. He didn't make that to say that. I don't know how he's managed to not get a double out of that. I think they might be challenging that because it was pretty close. But honestly, I have got. If you see this, he has absolutely hammered that into the right field corner. He's got bags of time, and I would love to see a shot of him running towards second because he must have been moving like a whale through tripod. Like that is. Yeah, that's. Oh my god. Yeah, that wasn't great base running. But yeah, I think can't tell if they're challenging this or not. He's definitely out. Yeah, they've not got a base runner. So it's 2 out in the 2 out in the ninth. Still a 7-5 game to the Mariners, and that who knows how big that could be in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, that could be a reprieve for the Astros.
They are actually challenging it, but yeah, he's definitely out.
I think that was the Cubs. Is that game, set, and match at Wrigley?
Yes. So Gamble flew out to left field. So yeah, 9-1 finished.
Mike,
that's all she wrote.
Well done, mate. Have a nice cold beer, and thank you for your time. You must be happy with that. Who have the Cubs got next?
I think we've got the Reds. Reds, I think, start this week.
Ooh, and they've just come off the back of a serious defeat to the Tigers. Mike, thank you very much, mate, for your time. Have you enjoyed it?
Oh, I have. I'm tired. I'm knackered, as I guess you are, Dave.
Yeah, mate,
massively.
Yeah.
But no, massively enjoyed that, Dave. And yeah, thanks for having me on. See you all.
Goodbye, mate. Thank you very much. The Cubs
guys.
win it 9-1 and win the series 2-1. And we're nearly there, guys. Just the last final few games to wrap up. So the Mariners Astro game will be heading to the bottom of the ninth shortly. I think that's sat for that, isn't it? The bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, this is the top of the ninth in the Mariners Astros game.
Oh, so, it's still going. It's still going on.
Sorry. Yeah. Don't worry.
That's my phone again.
That's all right because we're the home team. So yeah, we will. If we can get this out, we will have a slim chance to see if we can do something special. And
in the Angels game, Nick, Jack, looks like the Oakland are again piling the hits on.
Yeah, Grossman's back on base again. He just singled off a 2-0 count. But Andrus has actually looked quite good on the mound, so I'm hoping he can limit the damage here and we can get out the inning again. That's the last thing you really want to do, isn't it? When you get 3 runs back, is give up one of those runs again.
Yeah, it's completely just destroys morale. Jack, you're a neutral in this one. What have you liked about the A's so far? Jack's not there for that one. Has he left you, Nick?
It looks like he's left me. I don't really blame him. I don't blame him myself.
Right, so that one, and I think the Padres are still up against the D-backs. We've had a nightmare start to the year so far. So, we're nearly there. Just the 2 games left to get through. Already shocks. The Orioles series win against the Red Sox. How about that? The Pirates pull one out against the Cardinals. The Tigers series win.
Base it for the Mariners.
Series win, and that's it for the Mariners. So
no, that's a base hit for the Mariners.
Base hit.
Big news coming out. I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter. It says Justin Verlander is out for the remainder of the season with an elbow injury. So that is big news breaking.
Breaking news, Claxton Verlander out for the season. That is huge for the Astros.
I'm double checking because it's on Twitter. Obviously, you never know. It's coming from a legit source.
Wow. So that could be massive news. Of course, we saw the Marlins heavily affected with COVID, and they've gone to beat the Phillies tonight. Tigers beating the Reds unbelievably in a series as well. The Jays were so close to a series win, and the Cardinals the Rays robbed it from them in the bottom of the 10th after the Jays should have shut it out. We heard from Steve. Oh man, I felt for him. Astros Dodgers this week, as Charles Bowen's just saying, George.
Yeah, big game. I'm really looking forward to that. I think looking forward to it slightly less with the news that's just broken there. But I think going to be a huge series. We've got them later in the season at Dodger Stadium. But yeah, it was that's a big test for us, big test for them too. But just a little bit deflated to say the least after that JV news that's just come out.
Yeah, bad news. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more about. Let's go to White Sox. Does that come back on?
Dave.
No, we're in top of the 9th now. Just had a fly out for the Twins, but I mean, it's going to take an amazing comeback to score 12 runs in the bottom of the 9th, but
it's not happening, Nath.
Nathan, get your rally cap ready.
It's not, mate. It's not happening. And if it does, I can't stay up for that. I'm flagging. Tracy, bit of action in your game. Rockies now with 2 on base.
Yeah, 2 on 2 out, and the Rangers manager has just been giving the umpire a bit of lip from the dugout. So we'll see what happens with that, because I think he's just been warned. Oh.
Go on.
Insurance run.
So Rockies
5-2.
5-2, yeah. Big insurance run for the Rockies, and the Rangers.
Yeah.
Who
Called
were
safe at the plate? I don't actually know.
And we've had another home run for the Twins, 14-2 now.
Oh my word! That comeback is definitely not happening, mate.
To add insult to injury, he's literally jogged around the bases as well. He couldn't just sprint; he's jogged around there.
Just to rub salt in the wound. I think that one is pretty much done. The only close one really is the Astros and the Rockies have tied it at 4. Are you sure it's 5-2? Nothing's come up on my phone, Trace.
I think they're challenging the call.
So we might have a challenge of a score at the Rockies game. The Mariners are heading to the bottom of the 9th. George, the Mariners.
Sorry, you called me with a mouthful of stir fry, mate. The bottom of the 9th hasn't started yet, but this is going to be the game right here. Need to get that leadoff guy on if we can. Then anything can happen. But if we hit like we have been tonight, us outside of that one inning, we really haven't turned up at all with the bats tonight. Outside of the the 4th or the 5th, when we scored those 4 runs. So it's been very, very quiet performance from the Astros in terms of offense.
It has. Unlike the Astros, it is 5-2 now, Trace. They have confirmed it.
I don't know, because it's on my screen. It's still showing that they're reviewing it.
God, I'm sorry. Well, spoiler.
You're full of spoilers tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, they have upheld the call.
So there you go. The Rockies' big insurance run at 5-2.
Yeah, and it was Tony Walters apparently that scored. That got a single, and Chris Owings, who was pinch running for Daniel Murphy, that scored.
So there you go. That should be it for the Rockies. That's definitely it for the Twins.
The pitcher who's coming for the Mariners is Taylor Williams. He has an ERA of 9.82 and 0-2 in terms of save chances. So let's see how he does here. Got Kyle Tucker, who is going to be the first hitter in the bottom of the 9th.
So here we go. We'll end it after this Astros game, whatever happens, because
mate, you deserve it. You deserve it. You're putting in a hell of a shift.
My voice is gone. But this is it. Can we end the night on an Astros defeat to send everyone home happy?
No, let's end it with an Astros walk-off.
And that's the top of the ninth done.
So the Rangers
going into the bottom.
So the Rangers are 3 runs down against the Rockies, getting to the bottom of the ninth, and the Astros are 2 runs down as we head to the bottom of the ninth as well. And it will be Tucker leading the Astros off against Williams.
Come on, Dave. We can do this. We can get through this.
We can. How Jeff Stelling does it is beyond me. That man's a machine. So the Astros.
Yeah, 1-1 count for Kyle Tucker here facing Williams. This is I always think that the first out of an inning is a huge one, especially when you're trying to get that save. So if Tucker can get on base here by any means necessary, then it's sort of squeaky bum time for the Mariners. But if he doesn't, then I think then you're looking at probably closing this one out. But let's see how he does. 2-1. So here it comes with the next pitch. Winds up, delivers. Oh, that's just foul. That's just foul. That's miles foul. That's miles foul. Forget that. 2-2.
You do not want to walk the leading batter, especially when it's the Astros. You really don't. Charles Baldwin says Profar steals second with 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Josh Naylor at bat. That's the Padres D-backs game. Padres looking to score again. Can the Padres be the only team to go 100% for the opening weekend? And of course, the Angels are 5-3 down. Jack's definitely gone, hasn't he? Is Jack gone? Yeah, Jack's gone.
Yeah, sounds like it.
He's long gone.
Right.
Jack's probably asleep.
No,
still 2-2.
By the way, the White Sox, the Twins are still in the top of the ninth against the White Sox. That was one of the first games to start, and poor Nath is going to be here till the bitter end.
Brutal.
Yeah, they're just taking it to another level now.
Yeah, but he's got his twins to keep him going.
Where's that going? Oh, it's off the wall. Tucker is a leadoff double for Kyle Tucker in the bottom of the ninth, and the Astros have a chance to tie this up with one pitch.
So the tying runner is at the plate.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Double for Kyle Tucker. I presume he was a pinch hit then.
Yeah, absolutely was. Well, I think because this is probably the position. I think because it'd be the DH. So we had Taylor Jones who started off, then we had Abraham Toro come in, and then he's I think he's pinch hitting for Toro. So yeah, this is the game right here, and I would say. Let's see how your nerve is, Taylor Williams on the mound, because this is especially if you, like I said, coming in with a 9.82 ERA and an over 2 in terms of save opportunities. He is facing George Springer, and that's way outside the zone. 1-0.
Pitch command controls for the Mariners. They're on the verge of their first win of the year. Are they going to hold it together, or is it going to be an Astros win? For them to go 3-0 and 100% on the season so far as they face the Dodgers this week without Verlander for the season if the rumours and the news is to be true, which as we're just discussing is a massive loss for the Astros.
Huge blow.
So
1-1.
1-1. Nervous. I'd hate to be a closer. It's one of the toughest roles in baseball without a doubt.
It's almost thankless because your job is to close the game out, and if you do your job, everyone's like, well, yeah, that's what you're there for, and if you get it wrong, then it's like, well, ship him out.
Yeah, Wade Davis is closing for the Rockies, and it's first out.
So
we're finally in the bottom of the ninth here.
Are you flagging now, Nathan?
Credit to you, Nathan.
No, the comeback's on now. This is when we come back and win it.
Never give up. Never give up.
Have you got your rally cap on?
By the way, did anyone post this to the Facebook? Trace, did you post it to the Facebook group, the link?
I did.
Phew. It's just dawned on me with all the chaos earlier on. I don't remember posting this to the Facebook groups.
I did, and I apologise for our technical issues as well.
Well, these people have seen it. I think the views have been good tonight, from what I've seen.
And the feedback's been good. It looks like in the comments that people are enjoying it. So if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe to it and that you like this feed, and it will be up for watching when the live is finished.
And it will be on Facebook next time as well. I apologize to everybody. I can't describe. The first hour was just a technical nightmare. And next time it will be on Facebook as well.
Yeah,
Dave.
the language, Dave.
Dave,
what?
I think it's time give our loyal listeners a little sneak peek on what the plans are. What are you thinking for when we do this next?
Oh, mate, I'm so tired. I can't even think where to take. It'll be bigger and better, but we'll have no issues. Like we've been on since 5:30, trying to sort this out.
Yeah.
3 hours, 40 minutes. It felt like a marathon. My voice is my throat and chest are hurting. I'm sweating. I need a shower. I'm starving.
Dave, it's been 5 hours. It's been 5 hours.
5 hours. And the first hour and a half, we were just in problem after problem. And yeah, I think it's been worth it. I think now we know what we're doing. And now I know what I'm doing. Sorry, there is a game going on. I forgot George.
Yeah, George Springer strikes out. Big strikeout for Williams there. So one down in the ninth with... Who's that going to be coming up against? We have Altuve up next. Yeah, Springer nowhere near that. So yeah, this is almost last chance for him. Not quite.
That's 2 outs for Reed Davis, and his final batter is Todd Frazier.
Todd Frazier. So the Rockies looking to close it off. And Nick, a big player in the Angels game.
Yeah, huge. I thought Tony Kemp had just put one out, but Brian Goodwin gets back to the wall in right field and just snags it. Great play from him. And not necessarily known for his defense usually either, so really good to see.
Good stuff from the Angels, who are still only 2 runs in that game as well against the A's. As you can see on your screens there's all the full times, and that's what we have going on at the moment. The Astros have a man on second base, but with now 1 out. Adam Nicholson says, thanks very much for all the to all of the hosts. It's been a very enjoyable listen. A Rays win and extras helped that as well. Yeah, without a doubt. Marcus Cleaver says, I'm heading off, but you've done a brilliant job, Dave. Definitely earned a strip solo free. Yeah, thankfully I'm off work tomorrow. Is that another out for the Astros, George?
No. It's just a pitch on the edge of the zone. I was hoping it's going to be a ball, but it's not. It's a strike. It's 1-1.
1-1 now for the Astros. And Tracy, the Rockies must be on the verge of a victory as well.
They are. It's 1-1 against Frazier at the moment. But we're nearly there.
We're nearly there. Is it? Well, you've had another bad game. To be fair, Trace.
Well, as a neutral, it's been a really good game.
Yeah, you've had because the first 2 games of that one there'd been no home runs and pretty abysmal. So you've had one of the better games tonight.
Yeah, better than Nick's one.
Well, the Knicks' ninth turned out to be better. The Tigers-Reds game, of course, the Reds losing out narrowly for the Tigers in the end in that one. George, is it nearly over?
Nope, not yet.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah,
2 1 and 2. Yeah.
White Sox Twins, Nathan. The agony must nearly be over for you now.
No, the White Sox want to stretch this one out. Want to keep it going. Lewis Robert is on his 8th pitch he's facing now. He's on a 1 and 2 count though, and we do have a man on first.
And of course, you missed it, everyone. Lewis Robert got his first home run as a White Sox in the majors. A 2-run, the only 2 runs of the games for the White Sox.
A full count for Frazier. Which will be the final out if he gets it.
So are the Rockies about to get the series win against the Rangers? If I can find the graphic. Tracy, talk us through it. Let's have the final closing.
Full count for Altuve, yeah?
Yes, that is the game. Frazier got a little punt out to sort of third base-ish. Sorry, I'm tired too.
It's done, Trace. It's over. The game is done. The Rockies have beaten the Rangers by 4-2 to go
5-2.
5-2. Sorry, to win that series and go above 500 in the NL West. George, the
Full count
Astros
to
have a
Jose
full count.
Altuve. Full count to Jose Altuve here. What can he do? Oh, he strikes out. That's a big strikeout. It's 1 out away from a defeat here to the Seattle Mariners. That's a big strikeout for Williams.
And we're 1 out away. Ronnie Mac, I prefer to say Louis Robert in a French accent. I do. Wasn't there a Louis Robert who played for Newcastle?
Laurent Robert.
Laurent Robert. That's it. Yeah, I can never say Robert. I always say Robert. Charles Baldwin says, wow, horrible umpire decision in the Padres game. CJ Cron, hit by pitcher in his elbow, was not called. D-backs manager Lavola got tossed for arguing the call. So drama in the Padres D-backs game. And Kelly Zero says, very good, guys. Yeah, guys, everyone who's been watching, thank you so much and getting involved. The comments have gone pretty mental. It's great to see people interacting in the comments. It's been... guys, I'm tired. I'm literally don't know what I'm saying.
I think it's actually CJ Cron's younger brother, isn't it? I think CJ plays for the Tigers. I saw him hit a home run earlier, so I think he must be his brother.
It's Kevin Crone who plays for the D-backs.
Yeah, it's Kev.
Is that Leon?
There you go.
It is, yeah.
Oh, Leon's still here. Yeah, all right. Leon's here the veteran
Did you
as well.
forget?
Lovely. Right, come on, let's end this with an Astros defeat. Come on. Where are we, George?
Michael Brantley is facing Williams. We are down to our final out. 1-on-1 count. Got to be a few nerves on that mound at the moment. Come on, Michael. Come on, bang this one out there.
No, don't. We're not going to extras. Please finish it. Finish the game.
Nice.
Yeah, it was CJ's younger. It was CJ's. I don't think he's a brother. He's a relative for sure. So Padres still 3-1, and the Angels have a base runner. Nick.
Oh yeah, Brian Goodwin's on base.
Brian Goodwin on base, and Fletcher, who's 2 for 2, is at the plate. So the tying run at the plate for the Angels.
David Fletcher is fantastic. He's one of those players that not many always just hit through. Oh yeah, single for Fletcher. Goodwin with the shift on gets through to third base. So we got men at the corners, no outs. Guess who's coming up? You might want to stay with me here.
Trout, who's already hit a 3-run home run, has the chance to do it.
Fires might be getting pulled here. Pitching coach coming to the mound. So
Official, Verlander is out for the season. It's on the MLB app.
There you go. Verlander done for the season. And the Astros come on the verge of their first defeat of the season because the count is 2-1, 2 outs, a man on second. 3-1 now. Wow, George is ahead of me. What's going on? Don't spoil it, George.
There's a mound visit from the catcher. I don't think the pitching coach is coming out, but yeah, Alex Bregman waiting in the wings. Wouldn't it be lovely to see Alex Bregman walk this one off? Let's hope that happens.
No.
Absolutely.
A resounding no. And the White Sox are making poor old Nave 2 men on base, 1 out. In fact, White Sox could load the bases here. Garcia at the plate for the White Sox in the bottom.
Yeah, he's on a 2-2 count here. We had about 8 balls in a row as well. And the Twins have got another pitcher warming up, so we could end up having a pitcher change as well.
That game game has really gone on. Nearly 4 hours, that game. The Mariners, so 3-1, 2 out, George.
It is now a full count to Michael Brantley, so this is going to be either game over or
a
chance for us to do something real damage.
Full count, 2 out, Mariners 7-5 in the bottom of the 9th.
When we start banging that bin, bang, 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 come on.
Do you know the patterns yet, George?
No, unfortunately been in and out of the room too many times. But
the White Sox have got 2 outs now as well. Their game is nearly done. Trout at the plate for the Angels to try and tie that game.
Brantley steps out, comes back in. This is about to be the 3-2 pitch coming up. Williams has made 23 pitches in this inning. So if you wonder whether if he doesn't get this out, whether he'll stay in. Let's see what happens here. Is this going to be a game or are we still in this? Oh, what's that? Yes! 1 run back, ground rule double. We are still in this game. Bam. 6-7. Let's go, Astros. Come on, let's go. And Alex Bregman. Can Alex Bregman walk this off?
Oh, this would be a miserable day.
This would be
Just top everything off. If the Astros walked it off 7-6 to the Mariners, I wonder if Williams will get pulled. He's quite heavy into his pitch count now. Oh.
So Mike Fiers has been pulled here, Dave. Yusmeiro Petit's in for the A's. It's now 1-0 the count with Trout up. He's 2 for 2 today. Obviously, 2 men on the corners, no out. I'm looking for a Mike Trout special here. Could he hit another one out? Could we take a lead? You can't rule it out.
Certainly cannot.
We're one strike away here from the game ending.
From the game
ending your misery.
Finally game ending for poor old Nathan. But for the Twins and the Twins fans, what a win this is. 14-2. Anderson at the plate for the White Sox now with a count of 1-2. So they're surely now game, set and match there as well, the Astros. So Williams is staying in there, George.
Yeah, he's staying in. That is a big risk. Got a pinch runner on for Michael Brantley. It's going to be Garrett Stubbs. This is... Wow, yeah. What'd you do here? Do you try and steal third? Is that too much of a risk? I don't know. I mean, when the game's on the line like this, I sort of feel like you want to try and see if you can get the extra 90 feet. But with the game on the line again, if you got thrown out there, then it's completely unforgivable. So let's see. Here's the first pitch to Bregman, outside 1-0.
1-0. Oh,
it's all over.
It's all over. It's all.
The comeback didn't happen.
You sound so relieved, Nathan.
The comeback well and truly didn't happen. Nathan, thank you very much, mate. You were here from the very start to the end, so fair play to you, buddy.
Here comes the next pitch.
Thank you, Dave. It's a shame about the result, but you've been amazing.
Thank you,
mate.
mate.
Been a great day.
Thank you, buddy, and we'll get you back on for the next one. Don't worry.
Oh, hopefully it's a win.
1-1.
Nathan, thank you very much for the White Sox.
Best of luck, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
So that is it from the White Sox, 14-2 to their divisional rivals.
So Trout hits it out to the warning track. He nearly got another one, but it's well deep enough, even with Laureano's arm, and Goodwin comes in. So it's a one-run game here. 5-4 to Oakland, but the Angels are on their way back.
So the Angels having a good fight back here. As the count now
2-1. 2-1.
I'm watching it now, George.
Good man. You've refreshed your stream.
And I've got it on now. So 2-1, 1 on second base. The Astros 7-6 down. Can they tie it up or even walk it off? Please. last game standing of the late ones, and it had to be this one, didn't it? But the Mariners could top off what has been an incredible evening for the underdogs. They are just 1 out away.
Oh, no, 3-1.
3-1. Williams
it doesn't really make a great deal of difference if he walks him here, because obviously, I mean, yeah, that's a winning run on first. But I think if you're the Mariners, you're looking to win it. You're not thinking about tying this game. I think if he loses Bregman, you've got Yuli Gurriel up next, and obviously big problem. But I think it's not actually that devastating if he walks him. I think it's more an issue if obviously he just gives up the hit. I think you'd almost rather walk him than put a poor pitch. Here we go.
Oh, good. Oh, what a pitch.
That's a good pitch, yeah. 3-2.
Right
3-2.
on the border. Great pitch from Williams. 3-2. 2 outs. 1 on second. Oh. Here we go. This for the Mariners' first win.
This is the game. This is the ball
game. This is painful listening to you two.
Cheers, mate. I'm not sure how I should take that.
I mean, not you two.
No, I know you mean. Yeah. Right, here we go. He's going to wind up. Here comes Williams with his 30th pitch of the inning.
He's got him!
Great pitching. Well done, Mariners.
Yeah, Mariners. I just killed my voice. That's killed it. Oh. The Mariners have finished it off against the Astros to end the night. The Mariners have won by 7 runs to 6 to complete what has been an underdog night. George, Trace, who's left? Leon?
Nick.
I've forgotten your names. Everybody, thank you for your time. What a night. Night of high drama, walk-offs, surprises, grand slams. And we did it, folks. Sorry we're an hour late. Yes. Technical issues did get in the way. But we know what we're doing from now on. We can go forward and make it bigger and better without a doubt. And definitely be on Facebook and YouTube next time. Guys, that's it. Thank you for your time.
Oh, pleasure, even despite the result.
No, thank you, Dave. This has been
Thank
fantastic.
you. Great work, Dave. Awesome
Thank you.
stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you,
fantastic.
guys.
Good job hosting it, Dave, mate.
Charles Bowen says, "What a night! Great work, everybody." Thank you, Charles. Thank you to everybody watching and getting involved. It's been
great.
It's been great.
Stolen base with Angels.
Nick, we're done, Nick. I'm sorry.
No more Angels, Nick.
We're finished, mate. Right, that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. The stream is ending. We will let you know. Dave Shaw did the Phillies win. Hey, who's that? Don't rub it in. Right. Thank you very much. See you guys soon. We will advertise the next one, hopefully not too distant future. Thank you very much, guys. 4 hours. We did it. Thank you, guys. Have a great night.